Alexandria now operating at the Brainerd 33-yard line. Fakes the handoff. Now a little bit of pressure applied. He'll step away from it. Airing it deep for Mason Witt. Ball, and it's caught.
Wow.
Touch here. Let's see if Talon Witt will go up top. Now you've got the four receiver set with two on each side. Talon Witt is looking to throw. He's going to air it over the middle and wide open. Mason Witt has it inside the 30, and he gets tripped up inside the... And Talon Witt's going to tuck the football in. He's got room to run out past the 30, now out past the 40. Room to go, midfield, 40, 30, down the sideline. He's still on his feet. He's going to go all the way. Now here is the delayed handoff. Levi Harris trapped in the backfield. And here he's got Barnum running him in the backfield. And here's a pitch to Barnum, and he got hammered in the back. Nothing. Late fourth quarter. Daigle looking to throw. Pass right side. Intercepted! Oh my! A player that was down on the field for Alexandria. He heads to the sidelines. Jackson Walsing now in. It's a quarterback draw on third down. Big opening for Talon Witt. Up the middle, and he's into the end zone. Voice of Alexandria live stream channel. Tim Zuffer and yours truly, Dave McClurg. We apologize for the late start. This is all on me. I simply miscalculated the arrival time here at the stadium, so in an ideal world, I would have been here about an hour ago getting ready to set up, but for some reason, even though I was promoting a 6 o'clock game earlier today, some part of me had it as a 7 o'clock game. So we will have a shortened pregame show, but the good news is that we'll have the full play-by-play broadcast and other programming as well. Tim Zuffer, it's great to be back here in Alexandria to start the section tournament. This can be the home for Alexandria for up to 2 games, but 2 games at this point is not a guarantee. You got to win tonight to get the opportunity to be back here on Friday.
Yeah, it's the second season, and you win or you're done, and it's been a little bit of a layoff here as the Cardinals last played on Wednesday, but I anticipate they probably had a good week of practice and are ready to go, and I think they're facing a Sauk Rapids Rice team that's playing some inspired football, and I think they have a healthier quarterback.
That's right. Spencer Ackerman is the person that we're talking about. He did see some snaps against Alexandria during the Week 5 game in the regular season on September 26th. Was guiding the offense for a good portion of that night, but he is fully healthy. He's been on the varsity 3 seasons now in Sauk Rapids, and obviously if the Storm hope to go to 2-0 in the postseason, they'll need a great performance out of him. Tim, you and I were on hand in Sauk Rapids for the radio broadcast on September 26th, and it seems that night Alexandria got off to a really quick start, and that's really been a staple for the Cardinal football team much of this season so far.
Yeah, they were, they benefited from a couple mishandled passes, one mishandled pass, and then a catch and fumble early in the game, and that kind of put Sauk Rapids Rice kind of behind the 8 ball, and Cardinals were able to roll from there.
Alexandria would score the first 35 points in the game, ultimately increase that lead in the second half. The Cardinals won by 35, 49-14. But again, for Sauk Rapids Rice, it's a new season, and Philip Kloppacky's team already has a road win. They would like to pull the card out that Thief River Falls has pulled so far in its section, where the Prowlers have won 2 road playoff games, including an upset right in our area earlier this afternoon. We'll share some scores on some of the afternoon football playoff games when we get to our Juttner Motors postgame report later on tonight. Our thanks to Jutner Motors for presenting our pregame coverage. And again, a big thank you to all of the boosters of our Alexandria Cardinal sports programming, helping to bring you this evening's live coverage on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube and also on People Radio, KXRA. Let's take our first break, and then we'll be back with more from Alexandria Area High School's Viking Bank Field after a brief timeout.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for experienced, hardworking people to join my company. When you work for us, you'll be home every night, no overnight hotels. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
CM Woodworks produces high-quality cabinetry and furniture locally, right here in Nelson. See their showroom at 7300 39th Avenue Northeast in Nelson. CM Woodworks. Custom wood creations. Designed for beauty, built for life.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted Best Real Estate Company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
Welcome back to Viking Bank Field on the campus of Alexandria Area High School with more of our Jutner Motors pregame show. Kind of an abbreviated pregame, and as a result, we will not be able to air our pregame chat with head coach Mike Empting. I'll share some of my observations from the Coach Empting conversation. Even though Alexandria's had 10 days to get ready for the game, it wasn't until Tuesday night when Alexandria was able to find out, indeed, who they would play. It was either going to be Brainerd or Sauk Rapids Rice, but with the Storm coming up with the victory in Brainerd on Tuesday, that meant Alexandria went into full prep mode against Sauk Rapids. I think Coach Empting is very well aware of the skill players that Sauk Rapids Rice possesses, and, you know, obviously he knows that getting off to a good start early is going to be factored into tonight's game. Sauk Rapids Rice went on the road, scored the first 16 of the game at Brainerd on Tuesday night, and never trailed in a 38-30 victory. We've got the play-by-play coming up in just moments. We do thank Jutner Motors in Alexandria for presenting our pregame coverage. And right now, we'll enjoy a few words again on our latent media platforms from our boosters of Alexandria Cardinal sports programming. We're rapidly approaching game time at 6 o'clock with Alexandria hosting Sauk Rapids Rice. Now, this timeout.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. A-Guard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, Rx Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Buildings.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
As we come back to Viking Bank Field at Alexandria Area High School, the honoring of our country with the national anthem. During our broadcast of Alexandria Cardinal Sports Play-by-Play, the national anthem is brought to you by Carlson Music Center in Alexandria. For all of your musical needs, including voice lessons and instrument lessons, reach out to Carlson Music Center via the internet at carlsonmusiccenter.com, carlsonmusiccenter.com. We'll introduce the starting lineups a little bit later as we get into the play-by-play as Alexandria and Sauk Rapids Rice play tonight. Alexandria won the regular season meeting as both of these teams are in the North Star North District. The Cardinals prevailed on September 26th, 49-14. Our Keys to the Game feature is being brought to you by Alexandria Motors. Together, let's drive with Alexandria Motors, where it's one low price, plain and simple always. For the visiting Sauk Rapids Rice Storm, they would like to replicate what happened up in Brainerd Tuesday night, scoring the first two touchdowns in the game, playing from ahead. That's something the Storm was not able to do throughout much of the regular season when Sauk Rapids Rice went 1-7. Philip Klopaki would like to see his team basically concentrate on some of the fundamentals and do them better than they did during the regular season. That means tackling, blocking, some of the fundamental stuff, hopefully in an attempt to move the ball and try to slow Alexandria down. Meanwhile, for the Alexandria Cardinals, some of the keys to the game brought to you by Alexandria Motors continue to do a lot of the things that Alexandria did during a 7-1 regular season. Move the ball with a balanced complementary attack of running and passing. Defensively, continue to play stout. One of the games where Alexandria had multiple takeaways was against Sauk Rapids Rice on the 26th of September. And so those are some of the keys for the Cardinals. Again, try to get some takeaways and continue to do the same things that the Cardinals were able to accomplish in the regular season. As you watch on the YouTube channel, Alexandria will be kicking off, and the ball will be going to the north end zone, so Ethan Carlson will kick with the wind kind of at his back. It's coming out of the southeast, and he's going to send it deep, and it's going to take a bounce and go into the end zone, and a touchback means that Sauk Rapids Rice will start with the football on its own 20-yard line. Our lineups are being brought to you by Alamere Health. It's better here. The offensive line for Sauk Rapids Rice has seniors Levi Brenning and Ben Newman, senior captain Anthony Wolbeck, junior Isaac Thiele, and sophomore Ryan Hovanes. The tight end is senior Sam Koulis. The running back is senior captain Carter Riedemann. The quarterback is senior Spencer Ackerman. And then the receivers will include junior Connor Winkleman, senior Ethan Elwood, and sophomore Taven Goodwin. Now Elwood is the player in motion to the left. The ball gets pitched to the left side. It's a short pass, and it goes to Riedemann out of the backfield, and he will end up picking up some decent yardage on the pass off to the left side. And it will be out to the 25-yard line, so a pickup of about 5 there. Second down and 5 to go now for Sauk Rapids Rice. And the Storm get to the line of scrimmage very quickly as Ackerman awaits the ball from his center. He'll pitch it, and that is going to be incomplete. He was trying to connect with receiver Connor Winkleman there. Ball falls incomplete, and that brings up third down, allowing us to bring you the Alamere Health starting lineup for the Alexandria Cardinal defense. The 4-player front includes Jack Morissette, Adrian Miles, Evan Zabel, and Blake Scholl. The linebackers, Brett Meyer, Brody Berg, Connor Wang, and Connor Anderson. And then Grady Starzl, Mason Witt, and Carson Getch in the secondary. Third down and 5. Here is a toss to the left side. Riedemann works his way to the outside, and he's got enough for a first down out beyond the 30-yard line. He'll actually work it kind of into the second level. That will be a gain of about 11 and a Storm first down.
Connor Wang in on that tackle, and on the first play it was Brett Meyer that forced him out of bounds.
So 2 pass plays, and then on 3rd and 5, the Storm run the ball, and it's 1st and 10 for Sauk Rapids Rice at the 36-yard line. The Storm going left to right if you're watching on our YouTube channel tonight. Here's a rollout by Ackerman looking to throw. Pass right side caught by Winkleman out beyond the sticks. He'll turn upfield and be wrapped up around the 47-yard line, but a pickup of about 11 there.
Yeah, the Storm are really spreading the field. Sometimes they have an empty backfield. Otherwise, one person in the backfield and usually 4 or 5 receivers.
First down and 10, just shy of midfield as Sauk Rapids Rice has its second first down on this opening series. Ackerman waiting the shotgun snap with 3 receivers to the left side. He's looking to throw. Now he's in trouble, and he'll go down in the backfield for a loss. And I think Jack Morissette may have been one of the players in there, and then the protection around Ackerman broke down.
Yeah, it was kind of a sandwich with Evan Zabel and Jack Morissette.
And that's not a very good sandwich for an opposing team's quarterback to get in. It'll be a loss of 5, so second down and 15 now. This is People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM. Audio through the Voice of Alexandria app. Thanks for watching us tonight on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Second and long now for the Storm back at their own 43-yard line. Trips to the left side. Single back to the left of Ackerman is Riedemann. And the pitch to Riedemann on the left side, kind of a little dump off, is incomplete, and it's now third down. So, Tim, Alexandria defensively really has Sauk Rapids Rice in a position that the Cardinals would like to have them in, third down and long.
Yeah, we had the sack, and then stopped him on that play. So the down marker hasn't changed, but it should be third down.
Yep, third down and 15 yards to go. The Storm need to get to the Alexandria 42 to move the chains. No score early on in tonight's game at Alexandria Area High School's Viking Bank Field. Now 4 receivers to the left as it's an empty backfield. Ackerman looking at a throw. The ball got knocked down, and then Ackerman actually may have caught it on the deflection. He would have been better off letting that ball fall to the turf. He'll make a pass completion to himself, but it's going to lose 4 yards, maybe 5.
I think it was Evan Zabel that batted that one back to the quarterback.
Yeah, so Ackerman completes a deflected pass to Ackerman for a loss of 4. And it's a punting situation now. The line of scrimmage is the Sauk Rapids Rice 38-yard line. Carter Riedemann is the punter for the Storm. He gets his kickoff into the wind. It will be returnable from the 33 for Mason Witt, straight up the field, midfield, and he'll be downed around the 46-yard line. That will be a return of 13 for Mason Witt. And Alexandria with some great field position on the first series of the night. The punt traveled 31 yards off the foot of Carter Riedemann, and Alexandria will start just shy of midfield. Introducing the Alexandria Cardinals starting lineup. The offensive line pretty solid all year. Senior Brendan Behrens is the center. Spencer Kleindl and Jensen Martinson as the guards. Jack Morissette and Evan Zabel as the tackles. 4 receivers, single running back, and now Mason Witt in motion, and it's going to be a draw. Talon Witt calls his own number, navigates upfield, and he's got a first down, carrying the ball into Storm territory as he'll be dropped around the 43.
Yeah, the Cardinals have used this lineup to start a number of the games this season. They had Mason Witt in the backfield, so actually 5 receivers out there on the play. Now Brody Berg has entered the game in the backfield.
Yep, Brody Berg, a running back, and then the receivers include Grady Starzl, Brady Gunberg, Mason Witt, and Thomas Hinrichs. And first down and 10 at the 43. Berg gets his first total of the night, navigates forward, spins around, and will pick up about 6 yards. And, Tim, that's a very good first down production for Brody Berg.
Yeah, and he's really been running the ball well all season, but the last 3 weeks exceptionally well.
Yeah, Berg has really carried the ball quite a bit, and he picks up 5 on the first down play here. Second down and 5 yards to go. The Cardinals with the ball inside the Storm 40. It's a handoff. Berg up the middle, gets into the second level. First down and more, and he'll be dragged down around the 20, maybe the 19-yard line. So a healthy gain there for Brody Berg.
Yeah, Sauk Rapids did have 6 guys in the tackle box, but our line did a nice job of opening up a hole, and then Brody did the rest, running over a couple players along the way.
So the Cardinals are now at the edge of the Alex Rubbish and Recycling red zone. Start seeing red with Alex Rubbish and Recycling. Here's Talon Witt faking the handoff. He'll keep it himself, and he'll be dragged down around the 13, 14-yard line. That's still going to be a gain of close to 7 on the keeper for Talon Witt. Looks like the ball will be spotted at the just inside the 14-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 7 there for Talon Witt, and it's second down and 3. Cardinals looking to get the first points of the game in this semifinal in Class 5A, Section 8. No score at the moment. Here's Berg, big opening up the middle, and he's going to find the end zone for what will turn out to be a scoring run of 13 yards for Brody Berg, and the Alexandria Cardinals are on the board. It is 6-0 for Alexandria pending the extra point.
Yeah, and it's kind of a double-edged sword. Sauk Rapids probably needs to commit more guys to the run, but if they do, then the Cardinals will probably throw the ball.
Yep, Brody Berg runs it in from 13 yards out, and the Cards are on the board, and now we'll have a PAT attempt for the two-sport fall athlete Ethan Carlson, who was also a goalkeeper for the Alexandria boys soccer team. Ball placed back to Thomas Hinrichs, and the line drive kick is up, and it is good. So we're going to take a 30-second timeout here. We've got points in this Class 5A Section 8 semifinal in Alexandria on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. It's the Cardinals 7, Sauk Rapids Rice 0.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for people who have experience and are willing to work hard. For those that do, you can earn up to 6 figures working for my company. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
After the Alexandria defense forces the Sauk Rapids Rice punt, the Cardinal offense goes 55 yards in 5 plays. Brody Berg runs it in from 13 yards out. The ensuing PAT is good, and now Carter Riedemann will have the chance to return the ball from the 6-yard line. Bursts into the open out past the 30, and he'll be dropped around the 32. And some good field position here for Sauk Rapids on its second possession of tonight's game.
Jackson Waltzing and Riker Johnson in on that tackle.
So first down for Sauk Rapids Rice, and the Storm started their last series on the 20, got a couple of first downs before having to punt the ball away. This series will start at the Sauk Rapids Rice 33. So 7-0 for Alexandria, first quarter here at Viking Bank Field in Alexandria. Again, 4 receivers set with Riedemann being the lone running back off to the left of Spencer Ackerman. He gets a good snap. It's a shovel pass to Riedemann. Tries to get to the outside. Now he's hemmed in trouble, and he'll go down in the backfield as Alexandria's defensive pursuit was excellent.
Yeah, credit Aiden Schneiderhan and Brett Meyer with the tackle, but I think he was stuffed originally by Evan Zabel.
Yeah, he probably would have been better off just taking the maybe 1 or 2 yard loss. Instead, he tried to bounce to the outside and lost additional yardage. So second down now and 16 yards to go for the Storm back at their own 28-yard line. So 7-0 Alexandria in the first quarter. Now an empty backfield except for quarterback Spencer Ackerman. He gets a good snap, looks to throw, pass right side, caught, and it's going to be an ankle tackle here after the receiver, Connor Winkleman, makes the catch for Sauk Rapids Rice.
Yeah, Carson Gesh able to trip him up.
And that will pick up close to 10 yards. It'll be third down and 5 now for Sauk Rapids Rice at the 38-yard line. Cardinals scored on their opening possession of the night. Sauk Rapids Rice 1 for 2 on third down in the opening series. This is third and manageable, but the Storm need to pick up 5 yards. Again, Winkleman awaits the snap in the shotgun formation. He's got time, throw over the middle, pass caught, but it's going to be short of the first down as it'll be decision time for Philip Klopaki. The ball was caught by Taven Goman, one of the receivers for Sauk Rapids Rice. Goman's first catch of the night, but he got stopped about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, I think it was Brody Berg that stuffed him there.
So fourth down, and Sauk Rapids Rice will go for it here, and I firmly applaud this decision by head coach Phil Klopaki. You're the underdog here, so you need to take chances if you look to spring the upset. 4th and 1 at the 42. Here is a toss. Riedemann will get it to the outside. He jumps over a would-be defender. That's going to get him the first down, and the Storm are going to convert on 4th down.
We'll credit Connor Anderson with a tackle.
So it'll be a pickup of actually about 4 yards there on the 4th down and 1 play. And Sauk Rapids Rice has 4 fresh downs here, trailing by 7 here in this opening quarter. And now another ball that goes to the left side, and the player is going to be tackled in the backfield. That was Riedemann getting that ball, and he got dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Brett Meyer wrapped his arms around him first, and then I think it was Connor Wang that finished him off.
So a loss of 7, and that's going to bring up second down and 17. If you're watching on YouTube, Sauk Rapids Rice has the light jersey tops and the gold pants. Alexandria, the dark jersey tops, the red with the black pants. Winkleman looking to throw, and the pass is a little bit wide for his intended receiver, Ethan Elwood. So already we have seen Ackerman attempt 10 passes in the Storm's first 2 series of the night. And third down, maybe a passing down here as Sauk Rapids Rice needs 17 yards to go.
Connor Wang in coverage on that last passing play.
4:19 is our time remaining first quarter. It's Alexandria 7, Sauk Rapids Rice no score. Our thanks to Glenwood State Bank for bringing you our scoreboard updates.
Talon Witt coming in at a cornerback position for Carson Gesh.
Yeah, so and now I think Coach Philip Klopaki wants a timeout to talk things over, and we are going to go to a 30-second break as well. First period in this Class 5A Section 8 semifinal. Alexandria leads Sauk Rapids Rice on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. It's the Cardinals 7, Sauk Rapids no score.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for people who have experience and are willing to work hard. For those that do, you can earn up to 6 figures working for my company. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Welcome back to our live broadcast coverage of Alexandria Cardinal football as you watch on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube and also listen on KXRA Radio. Along with Tim Zupfer, this is DMAC, Dave McClurg. Sauk Rapids Rice facing a 3rd and 17 at its own 39-yard line. Now an empty backfield. Ackerman looking to throw. The pocket collapses, and he will go down back at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, the first guy in, I believe, was Blake Scholl. And then quarterback stepped up and ran into Adrian Miles.
So a loss of 8 on the play. Second time that the Cardinals have sacked Spencer Ackerman, and now a punting situation here for Sauk Rapids Rice. Line of scrimmage is the 31. Carter Riedeman's second kick is high, not deep. It's going to take a bounce, a sideways bounce, now a backwards bounce, and it will be touched by Sauk Rapids Rice on the Alexandria side of the field into the wind. That punt maybe traveled about 13 yards, and this time Alexandria is going to start on the Storm side of the 50-yard line at the 44. So the Cardinals with a golden opportunity to try to increase the lead. 7-0 for the Alexandria Cardinals. The winner of this game will face either Bemidji or Sartell for a section championship. The Lumberjacks will host the Sartell Sabres in a game getting underway at the top of the 7 o'clock hour. 4 receivers set for Alexandria, now with Jackson Waltzing in the backfield joining quarterback Talon Witt. And the pitch will go to the right side to Brady Gunberg. Eludes one defender, works his way up the sideline, and gets a nice gain on the pass completion. It'll be about 7 or 8 yards. Talon Witt to Brady Gunberg.
Yeah, he managed to make the first guy miss and had a nice block by Grady Starzl downfield.
That actually will be a gain of 9, so 2nd down and 1 for Alexandria on the first pass play of the night. Now trips to the left side, which is the wide side of the field. Now a handoff. Waltzing gets it, bursts through. He's got the first down and lowers his shoulder pads and navigates to about the 30-yard line. So pick up a 5 and a first down for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Cardinals offense so far very much in sync.
Alexandria up by 7 and threatening for more here late in the first quarter. The ball at the Storm 30-yard line. Here is Talon Witt pitching it to his cousin Mason Witt. Some blockers in front. Mason Witt scoots up the sideline. He's got a first down and will go out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. But, credit there to Thomas Hinrichs and to Brady Gunberg setting those blocks to allow Mason Witt to kind of slide on through. That ends up being a pickup of about 13, 14 yards.
Yeah, and Mason did a nice job of setting those blocks up as well.
So Talon Witt starting 2 for 2 through the air. And for the second time tonight, the Cardinals are in the Alex Rubbish and Recycling red zone. Start seeing red with Alex Rubbish and Recycling. Ball at the Sauk Rapids Rice 16. Jackson waltzing in as the running back again. And here's a pitch left side. And this time Thomas Hinrichs will make the grab. He'll be tackled inbounds right along the sideline. Still a pickup of about 6.
Yeah, he had single coverage there, and he's a good-sized receiver and very sure-handed. So Cardinals just kind of taking what the Sauk Rapids Rice defense is giving them.
2nd down and 4 yards to go. The ball now at Sauk Rapids Rice's 10-yard line. Now you got about 6 players up in the box here, and Waltzing gets the carry, and he'll navigate maybe for a tough yard, and that's about it.
Yeah, I think Talon a little frustrated with himself. If he he would have kept that one, he might have just walked into the end zone.
So now the Cardinals will have their first third down attempt in tonight's game. It's third down and about 3 at the Sauk Rapids Rice 9-yard line. Cardinals up by 7, looking for more. Talon Witt has time on the play clock. There's still about 18 seconds to go. So
we have 3 receivers out to the right and looks like only a couple of guys covering there if we do the bubble screen.
No, it looks like Talon Witt's going to pitch it. Jackson Waltzing's got it, and he's got enough for a first down. Again, lowering his shoulders, and he'll ram forward for about a pickup of 7. So it's goal to go now for the Alexandria Cardinals on their 6th first down of tonight's game, and the ball is at the 3-yard line.
And the Cardinals bring in Blake Scholl as a tight end in this formation.
12th play of the night offensively for Alexandria, and every one has been a positive play. Talon Witt is going to hand off Waltzing up the middle into the end zone. It's an Alexandria Cardinal touchdown. Jackson Waltzing goes in from 3 yards out, and Alexandria increases the lead to a baker's dozen. It's now the Cardinals 13, Sauk Rapids Rice no score. So Alexandria able to take advantage of the good starting field position and now has a couple of scores here in a first period with Ethan Carlson in to try the extra point. Blake Scholl will snap back to Thomas Henricks. Ball placed down, and the kick is up, and it is good. So with 61 seconds to go in the first period, the Cardinals have extended their lead. It's now Alexandria 14, Sauk Rapids Rice nothing. A 44-yard drive for Alexandria, and it took a total of 7 plays. So, Tim, not necessarily a long series, but again, average yards per play right around 6 yards a pop there.
Yeah, you were saying every play offensively has been a positive one, and I think we've had just 1 third down play so far.
Yeah, that's correct, and that was a third down conversion. So Jackson Waltzing with the 3-yard touchdown run, and the extra point kick is good. So it's Alexandria 14, Sauk Rapids Rice nothing. Probably as good of a start as you could have hoped for if you're an Alexandria Cardinal fan. Similar to what happened in the Week 5 game down at Sauk Rapids when the Cardinals spoiled the Storm homecoming. Now Ethan Carlson will look to kick off one more time with the wind at his back, and this is going to be a bouncing kick, and it's going to go into the end zone. And Sauk Rapids Rice will start with it at the 20-yard line. Again, the visitors will have the opportunity to work with a bit of a crosswind at their back. With the field being set up north-south here at Alexandria Area High School, a southeast breeze means that it would be coming out of the southeast corner of the field, blowing over toward the tennis courts here at Alexandria Area High School. So 14-0 in favor of Alexandria, and now an empty backfield, 5-receiver set for Sauk Rapids Rice. And Spencer Ackerman, the quarterback, will pitch it left side, and a rolling catch is going to be made by the Storm's Connor Winkleman out beyond the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Sauk Rapids Rice kind of giving up on the run and trying to do most everything through the air.
Yeah, I think only 2 attempted running plays, if you will, out of the 4 total rushes for Sauk Rapids Rice. That includes a couple of quarterback sacks. So a gain of 6 here will bring up 2nd down and 4 yards to go. Clock continuing to move. This may end up being the last play of the first quarter, unless we have a change of possession. Spencer Ackerman giving some signals to his receivers. Again, an empty backfield here for the visitors. Ackerman gets a good snap, and the pitch to the right side is incomplete. I think it was catchable for Winkleman there, and he did not hang on. And that will stop the clock with 9 seconds to go here in the first period. And now a 3rd down conversion here, so the Cardinal defense may pin the ears back, so to speak, hoping to create a stoppage here maybe before the end of the first quarter and force Sauk Rapids Rice to kick into the wind.
Yeah, the Storm have pretty much, with the passing game, a lot of slants, quick slants, that sort of thing.
Yep. 14 pass plays, 2 runs so far. That includes a couple of quarterback sacks. But here's a pitch, and Riedemann tried to get to the outside, and he is stopped after a gain of only about a yard. And I believe that may end up draining the end of the first quarter clock. Let's see if I think the Cardinals will take the time. Or nope, I believe time expired. So. No timeout taken there. I thought maybe the Cardinals would stop it for Sauk Rapids to punt into the wind, but we do reach the end of the first quarter, and good.
No, they did get. Oh, they did get a timeout with 2 seconds.
Okay,
left.
so the timeout is called on defense for Alexandria. So we will not yet go to a break. That 60-second break will be forthcoming, but not before Alexandria takes the timeout. So the Storm will be forced to kick into the wind here in the first period. And Carter Riedemann has had 2 punts, averaging only 22 yards per punt. So I think the strategy here is to see if Sauk Rapids can, punt and then give Alexandria some good field position right at the end of the first quarter. Although, Tim, it wouldn't surprise me if the Storm may elect to go for it on, even though they're inside their 30-yard line, this might be an opportunity to try a fake punt, if you will.
Or put the offense on the field and see what they do.
Yeah, looks like quarterback Spencer Ackerman is coming out, so the Storm is going to go for it here on 4th down. So why not? You're the underdog in this game, coming off the playoff win at Brainerd earlier this week, and so the Storm will go for it here on what should be the last play of the first quarter. 4th and 2, just outside the 28, and the quarterback Ackerman will keep the ball. He'll stumble forward, and he's going to pick up a total of 6 yards on the 4th down conversion, and that's the way the first quarter will end. Alexandria 14, Sauk Rapids Rice nothing. Along with Tim Zuffer, this is DMAC Dave McClurg. Second quarter play-by-play follows these words on our latent media platforms from our boosters of Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep, make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
Starting the second quarter, Alexandria up by 14, and Sauk Rapids Rice has the football. And here's a pitch, and it goes out. Here is Elwood getting the tote, and he's going to work it into Alexandria Cardinal territory. And it will be a pickup of more than 20, I believe, to the 42-yard line. And that was Ethan Elwood on the end around there for the Sauk Rapids Storm.
Yeah, that last play, they kind of lined up in their traditional offense.
So second first down on this series for Sauk Rapids Rice, now operating at the Alexandria 42-yard line. Now Ackerman will look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Winkleman, and it will be overthrown. Single coverage on Connor Winkleman there. Was that Talon Witt back in the coverage, Tim?
Yes, it was.
So deep thrown ball, but it's going to be incomplete. And second down and 10 yards to go. And it'll be interesting now that Sauk Rapids Rice has the wind at its back. We saw the Storm throw a lot into the wind in the first quarter. Maybe we'll see a little more of a vertical passing game here in this period.
Yeah, I think that's possible.
So second down and 10 yards to go. Sauk Rapids Rice with the ball at the Alexandria 42-yard line. It is 14-0 Cardinals, second period. Again, 4 receiver set here Ackerman looking to throw, and he completes the pass, and that's going to be up close to the first down. The receiver ended up being tackled by about 4 or 5 Alexandria defenders, but I believe that receiver was able to pick up the necessary yardage to move the sticks for a first down, and that was Sam Koulis, the tight end, who got the reception there.
Yeah, as you said, there's a number of Cardinals there. I think we'll credit Grady Starzl and Aiden Schneiderhan with that tackle.
And that was a pass completion better than I thought. 14-yard pickup, and now Sauk Rapids Rice is at the Cardinal 28-yard line. Now Winkleman looking to throw, rolling to his right. He'll air it out for the end zone. It's up for grabs, and it's broken up in the end zone.
Grady Starzl able to break that one up.
Yeah, he was challenging Connor Winkleman there in the end zone, and that was a clean pass breakup there by Alexandria. Again, our thanks to Quali Real Estate for bringing you the instant replays on our YouTube channel as Sauk Rapids Rice tried to get a chunk play and gets denied on the good pass breakup by the Alexandria Cardinals. So it's 2nd and 10 at Alexandria's 28-yard line. Alexandria 14, Sauk Rapids Rice no score. We're in quarter number 2. Here is Ackerman, and he gave it to Riedemann, who put it on the turf, and it's going to be a big loss back around the 40-yard line. So things broke down quickly for the visitors, and Riedemann will be tackled for a double-digit loss.
Evan Zabel credited with that tackle.
And the ball now all the way out at the 42-yard line. That's a loss of 14 yards. So now 3rd down and close to 24 for Sauk Rapids Rice. The Storm is only 1 for 5 on 3rd down in tonight's game. 14-0 Alexandria with the advantage. We are in the second quarter. Now we've got a receiver to the left side, 2 receivers wide to the right. Bit of a flanker or H-back on the left side. Ackerman looking to throw. He'll try a jump pass to Koulis on the left side, and he breaks one tackle, but he's going to be stopped well short of the first down. That's going to pick up about 6 yards or so, but again, 4th down and long forthcoming for Sauk Rapids Rice.
Yeah, one of the Cardinals really read that screen pass well. Eventually, it was Blake Scholl running the play down from behind, and Connor Anderson with the tackle.
So now 4th down and about 18 to go for Sauk Rapids Rice. And I would presume that even though it is 4th down, the offense will stay on the field here as Sauk Rapids Rice is down 2 scores. Carter Riedemann, the running back, off to the left of quarterback Spencer Ackerman. 3-year starter for Sauk Rapids Rice. And it looks like Coach Philip Klopaki is going to take a timeout. That will be the second used by Sauk Rapids Rice here in the first half, and we'll take a 30-second break of our own. Second quarter in Class 5A Section 8 football on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Alexandria leads Sauk Rapids Rice 14-0.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for
fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
D-Mac and Coach C back with you from Viking Bank Field on the Alexandria Area High School campus. Our thanks to J.P. Boline for doing the videography work as he's up above in the great outdoors on top of the press box here at Viking Bank Field. Jackson is our studio engineer back at KXRA Radio, manning master control. Very important people that help to bring you our broadcast of Alexandria Cardinal football on our latent media platforms. Sauk Rapids Rice has a 4th down and about 17 to get the first down. The Storm need to get to the Alexandria 18-yard line, and right now the ball's outside the 35. And Ackerman will throw left side wide of the intended receiver Winkleman, and Sauk Rapids Rice for the first time tonight cannot convert on 4th down. Alexandria will take over at its 36-yard line. So the Cardinals yielded a Total of 3 first downs on that series. The Sauk Rapids Rice crossed into Alexandria territory, but the drive stalls and Alexandria comes back out with a 14-0 lead. And the Cardinals have already scored on both of their previous possessions. This series will start from the Alexandria 36. As you watch on YouTube, the Cardinals are now the team going left to right on your screen. Here is Talon Witt handing off, and a little bit of an opening for Brody Berg. He kind of got stood up by one Sauk Rapids defender and then shifted to the left, and it ends up being about a 5-yard gain. Forward progress will be given out to the 41-yard line, so it'll be second down and 5 yards to go. Berg unofficially now averaging more than 10 yards a carry. He did score on a 13-yard touchdown run back in the opening period. Now he gets the handoff again, scooting to the right side. He's got a first down and more, and he'll eventually work his way forward to the Storm side of the field. Looks like he goes from 41-yard line to near the other 41-yard line. Looks like forward progress will be to the 42, so a gain of 17 there.
Looked like on the previous play, Sauk Rapids Rice had 4 down linemen. Now they're going back to the 3 down linemen.
Alexandria with its 7th first down in tonight's game. The Cardinals operating at the Sauk Rapids Rice 42, and this time the penetration is pretty solid for the Storm. Peyton Reamer among the defenders in for Sauk Rapids Rice. I think Levi Brenny was there as well, and it ends up being a loss of 1 on the play. That is the first negative yardage play that Alexandria has had in a total of 15 plays called tonight.
Yeah, he came on a run blitz that time and happened to run right into the path of our run game.
Now Talon Witt will roll out to his left, looking to throw. No, he's going to tuck it in. He's got room to run inside the 35. He'll work his way out of bounds. This may be coming back, though, as we have a flag thrown in the backfield. And the preliminary indication may be an offensive holding call, but we'll see if that's confirmed by our officiating crew as the clock is stopped with 7 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the first half. Alexandria 14, Sauk Rapids Rice nothing. And now looks like the Storm will accept the penalty here. And we're still awaiting the official wording. If it is 10 yards from the spot of the hold, that actually occurred behind the line of scrimmage, but
going back to the line of scrimmage.
Yep, and it will be illegal use of hands. Okay, it's a 10-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage, so not a spot foul there. So still, Alexandria will repeat second down. So instead of second and 11, it is now second and 21.
Yeah, I think they, initially that was set up to be a pass play, and Talon ended up running on it, but being a pass play that's from the previous spot rather than the spot of the foul.
So now an empty backfield for the Cardinals with a 5 wide receiver set, and the pitch goes to the left side. Grady Starzl has it, lunges forward to about the 42-yard line, so that picks up the penalty yardage and maybe an extra yard there, and that will bring up third down and about 10 yards to go.
Yep, makes it a lot more manageable.
So the Cardinals so far tonight on third down, 1 for 1. They need 10, needing to get to the Storm 32. Low snap back to Talon Witt. He'll roll to his right, look to his right, throw to his right, pass caught, and Thomas Hendricks will make the catch out of bounds. He's got enough for a first down.
Yeah, sometimes when Talon rolls out, he's almost a more accurate passer on the run sometimes than he is or just as accurate as he is in the pocket.
Thomas Hendricks makes the reception, his second catch of the night. It covers 14, and Alexandria is able to overcome that 10-yard illegal use of hands penalty. Now operating at the Storm 28. Handoff goes to Brody Berg, kind of slices his way to the left, and he'll still pick up about 4 or 5 yards. So again, forward progress for the Alexandria football team. Not quite as good as I thought. It looked like his knee touched down around the 26, so only a gain of 2.
Yep.
So second down and 8 now for Alexandria. This drive started back at the Alexandria 36. Here's Berg with some room to run out the middle. He's got the first down. Inside the 10-yard line, finally dropped, as I think Evan Hardy was one of the players in on the stop there. But a gain of about 15 there for Brody Berg, and it's now a first down just outside the 10-yard line.
Actually, they're putting them right at the 10.
Okay, so I believe a goal-to-goal situation. Cardinals again in the Alex Rubbish and Recycling red zone. Start seeing red with Alex Rubbish and Recycling. Here is Berg straight up the middle, and he gets up to the end zone, and he knocks the defender over as he crosses the plane of the goal line and scores from 10 yards out.
Those last two running plays, he just had a big hole. He had 7-8 yards gain before any contact whatsoever.
And this will go as a 10-yard scoring run for Brody Berg, and Alexandria expands the lead. It's now the Cardinals 20, Sauk Rapids Rice nothing. 3 series for the Alexandria offense and 3 scores. Now it'll be Ethan Carlson in to try the extra point. And I think we're going to have a stoppage. I think Thomas Hendricks is looking over to the sideline wondering, I don't know if we have enough players out here.
Well, that's his job before getting a snap to count the number of players.
Yeah, so now the Cardinals have the proper 11 out on the field. The snap a little bit high, the line drive kick, and this is through the uprights.
Oh, it snuck through.
Yeah, and it's going to increase the lead. 5:40 to go in the first half. New numbers on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in Class 5A, Section 8. It's now Alexandria 21, Sauk Rapids Rice, no score.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
A productive night so far for the number 1 seed in Class 5A, Section 8. 3 offensive series for the Alexandria Cardinals here in the first half and 3 scores. Sauk Rapids Rice, 3 series tonight. Though the Storm have 6 first downs in the game, no points, and Alexandria is up by 21. Now for the first time, Ethan Carlson will kick into the breeze. Still have a wind out of the south-southeast, anywhere from 10 to 17 miles an hour. So when you kick left to right here tonight, it goes into the wind. Bouncing kick will be fielded at the 16-yard line. Connor Winkleman has it, and he'll advance it out to about the 30. So a return of about 14 yards there for Connor Winkleman of Sauk Rapids Rice.
Riker Johnson and I don't know who number 47 was in on that tackle.
Okay, so
not on the roster.
So let's see. Yep, but a first down and 10 for Sauk Rapids Rice as the ball now at the 30-yard line. The Storm moving right to left if you are watching on our YouTube channel tonight. Spencer Winkleman will attempt to throw the pass, and I believe it got tipped.
Blake Scholl knocked it down.
Yeah, and incompletion brings up second down. And Tim, I know that you and I have been on hand really for the entire season here, and it's been fun to see a lot of deflected balls in that last game at Armstrong. The Cardinals had a number of pass deflections, and now another one here in this game.
Yeah, the Armstrong quarterback was a little vertically challenged like myself. This quarterback has a little better height, but the Cards getting up there to knock him down.
Empty backfield here. Pump fake by Winkleman. He's going to air it deep, and this is going to be intercepted, I believe.
Yep.
Grady Starzl is going to pick it off. It was overthrown for the intended receiver along that right sideline, Ethan Elwood, and it's going to be an interception. Again, our thanks to Quality Real Estate, bringing you the instant replay for our YouTube audience. Starzl picks off the pass. Alexandria gets its first takeaway of the night, and the Cardinals bring the offense back on the field. Operating first and 10, 65 yards away from the Storm end zone, leading by a score of 21-0.
Might that be our play of the game?
I think we'll consider it.
Okay.
I don't want to necessarily put it in the books quite yet. I know Grady did have Culver's play of the game down at Armstrong last week, and I think he's actually gotten it once on offense and once on defense this year. So the Cardinals will start at their own 30-yard line, and now Alexandria will work the football up the left side, and a pickup for Jackson Waltzing there as he'll get a healthy gain on first down. Boy, I tell you, Alexandria throughout much of this first half has done a nice job on first down. Gain of 6 for Waltzing, and it's second down and 4 yards to go. And that's probably one reason why Alexandria has not had a lot of third down attempts in tonight's game. Here's a pitch left side, and the Cardinals are about to have a third down attempt here as the pass to the left was a little bit underthrown.
Yeah, a little underthrown, a little behind. Good read by Talon. They were blitzing a couple guys there.
Yep, so I think Grady Starzl, the intended receiver. So third down and 4 now for Alexandria at the 41-yard line. The Cardinals with the ball on their own side of the field. Looks like Sauk Rapids Rice might try to put on some more pressure as you had Peyton Reamer, among others, that were sneaking up to the line of scrimmage. Now we've got a handoff, and here's a running play. Waltzing's got the first down, stays on his feet, and now he'll carry a Sauk Rapids Rice defender with them for a couple of extra yards, and Alexandria is able to convert on third down.
He did a real nice job of keeping his feet there. A couple times he got the hand down to prop himself back up, but the first couple of guys were unable to bring him down.
That'll be a pickup of 14 yards on the third down and 4 for junior running back Jackson Waltzing. And Alexandria has a first down now on the Storm side of the field. Line of scrimmage is the 45. Here is a handoff, and the ball carrier, I think that may have been Waltzing again.
No, that was Brody Berg.
It was,
in for
okay.
him.
Yep, very good. So Berg able to pick up the carry there, and that will move the football down to the 40-yard line. So Alexandria really doing a nice job playing the complementary football. Primarily a running attack tonight for the Alexandria Cardinals. 3 rushing touchdowns for Alexandria have the Cards up by 21 on the home turf as we are moving to the late stages of the second quarter, under 4 minutes remaining in the half. If Alexandria can prevail tonight, the Cardinals would be at home on Halloween to host the section final. Here is a handoff and a little shift here, and once again, good yardage for Brody Berg, staying behind the right side of the offensive line, including the likes of Brendan Behrens, Jensen Martinson, Jack Morissette as well. It'll be a pickup of about 10 and an Alexandria Cardinal first down.
Yeah, I think that was designed to go a little bit more to the left, but a good jump cut by Brody that time to pick up the yardage.
Already 11 first downs tonight for Alexandria. And the Cardinals operating at the Storm 30-yard line. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side for the Cardinals as Talon Witt awaits the snap from Behrens. And he's going to pitch it a little bit wide for Mason Witt. And that is just the second incomplete pass thrown by Talon Witt tonight. And it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Cardinals.
Yeah, trying to get the ball out to Mason there with blocker of Thomas Hendricks out in front, but connection just wasn't there that time.
Yep, Witt and Hendricks on this next play will be lining up to the right side. It's Brady Gunberg and Grady Starzl wide to the left. 2nd down and 10 for the Alexandria Cardinals. Already leading 21-0 over visiting Sauk Rapids Rice. Here is Witt looking to throw. Pass is going to be caught. Oh, my, the footwork along the sidelines by Thomas Hendricks. Gets both feet in bounds, and Alexandria's going to convert. It'll be a first down.
In addition to good blocking by his line, Jackson Waltzing helping with the protection and got a real nice block that time, too.
And I believe that's a pickup of about 14 yards and an Alexandria first down. The Cardinals once again in the Alex Rubbish and Recycling red zone. Start seeing red with Alex Rubbish and Recycling. Talon Witt's going to hand off, and here's Waltzing with some room to run, getting into that second level. Late penalty flag comes down. And
they're going to get a holding call.
Yeah, and I think that's going to wipe out the gain by Waltzing here. So this would be the second Alexandria penalty of the night. Illegal use of the hands on the Alexandria Cardinals. So 10-yard walk-off from the previous spot. So it'll be first down and 20, and that will move the ball outside of the Alex Rubbish and Recycling red zone.
It should only take us one play to get back in.
Right.
Hopefully.
This is just a temporary deal, hopefully. So first down and 20 to go now at the Sauk Rapids Rice 26-yard line. 21-0, Alexandria with a second quarter lead. Here's a handoff. There is Waltzing. He'll pick up almost the penalty yardage that was walked off, and it'll be second down and about 11 here for Alexandria.
Yeah, they may have even run the same play they had on the previous down where the holding penalty was called.
So second down and 11 now for the Alexandria Cardinals. And here's a handoff, and Waltzing kind of navigating through, and he works his way down to about the 11-yard line. That will be a gain of about 6, and as Tim kind of predicted a couple of moments ago, the Cardinals indeed are back in the Alex Rubbish and Recycling red zone. Start seeing red with Alex Rubbish and Recycling.
Yep, that'll bring up a third and about 6.
Third down has been a friendly down tonight for Alexandria. 3 out of 3. Ball resting at the just outside the Storm 12-yard line.
That's encroachment, I believe.
Yeah, and so that should be 5 free yards for Alexandria on the first penalty of the night for Sauk Rapids Rice. So now third down and very manageable here for Alexandria.
Yeah, I think it should be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, so the Cardinals will take the free yards there. They're trying to overcome a 10-yard penalty earlier in this series. The Cardinals up by 21, threatening for more. It's third down and only a yard as the ball now resting at the Sauk Rapids Rice 7-yard line. About a minute and a half remaining in the first half, and Alexandria in front, 21-0. Here's Talon Witt handing off. Jackson Waltzing up the middle. He's got the first down. It'll be a goal-to-go situation for the Alexandria Cardinals.
Yeah, looks like they'll have it at the 3-yard line here.
So a pickup of 4, and even the DMAC jinx did not work against the Alexandria offense. As I had mentioned, the Cardinals were perfect on third down attempts. Well, they're still perfect. Now 4 for 4. So first and goal at the 3-yard line, and play will be stopped here with a minute and 19 seconds to go. I think Sauk Rapids Rice is going to take the time out here. We do want to inform you, we've got our mid-game report presented to you by Eldon's Fresh Foods in Alexandria. That will be coming up between the second and the third quarters of tonight's game. And right now it's looking very good for the number 1 seed to have the opportunity to be at home on Friday night. Tim, I know we talked about this for the volleyball match earlier this week, and I believe this is now at least the 3rd straight year that the home seed has hosted a section final, and the Cardinals would love to be in that spot on Friday.
Yeah, it's I think it's a big advantage, especially when opponent is most likely going to be Bemidji, and that's one of the longer road trips for whichever school has to make that trek.
And I believe if Alexandria would be hosting that game Friday night, again, we don't want to put the cart before the horse, but the numbers are showing right now that Alexandria is in a good spot. That game would be Friday evening in Alexandria if the Cardinals can prevail. First and goal at the Storm 3-yard line. Here's a handoff. Waltzing to the right side. Got close to the goal line, but I believe he's kept out of the end zone here. It'll be second and probably a yard, if not less than that. Looks like the ball will be placed around the 1-yard line.
And that's probably okay with the Cardinals to score with even less time left on the clock.
Right, and Sauk Rapids Rice has no more timeouts, so Alexandria can be quite deliberate here. Still about 15 seconds to go on the play clock. Snap comes back, and Waltzing goes across the goal line and was not touched by the Sauk Rapids Rice defense. It's a 1-yard run for Jackson Waltzing, and Alexandria increases the lead. The Cardinals on their home turf are now up by 27. An impressive sustained drive for the Alexandria Cardinal offense against the Sauk Rapids Rice defense. Waltzing with his second short touchdown run in tonight's game. So now Ethan Carlson, 3 for 3 on the PATs, in to try to tack on point number 28 for Alexandria. 45 seconds remain in the first half. The kick is through the uprights, and the Cardinals now have a 28-0 lead. So all told, a very impressive first half performance for this Alexandria Cardinal football team, riding a 7-game win streak. It seems, Tim, that the time off, not having to play on Tuesday night in the opening round of the section tournament, certainly benefiting the number 1 seed.
Well, sometimes it gives you an opportunity just to focus on yourself and work on just clean up some small detailed things like blocking schemes, etc. Maybe put in a few more offensive sets as well. And then once you know your opponent, you still had 3 practices to get ready for Sauk Rapids Rice.
Yeah, and it really, I think, the Cardinals really went with no pad practice to start the week, and then once it was revealed after Sauk Rapids Rice won its playoff game at Brainerd, then the game plan went in with the full pads and everything like that. And, obviously Mike Empting and his staff have had Alexandria well prepared for tonight's playoff as the Cardinals are up 28-0. Now a short kick, and this one's going to be a free ball, loose ball, and Alexandria, I believe, recovered it. So the bouncing kick, and the Cardinals were able to fall on it. And Alexandria is going to get it with another possession, so they, in essence, steal a possession away from Sauk Rapids Rice, and the Cardinals have the offense back out on the field at the 32-yard line. So, in essence, that's a second turnover for Sauk Rapids Rice. A muffed return on the kickoff, so the Cardinals will try to, in essence, double up because Sauk Rapids Rice had the first possession of the night. So, now we're going to see the 4-receiver. Actually, I think it's going to be 4-receiver set. I think Blake Scholl.
We got a tight end in there.
Yep. So, first down and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They may hit Blake on a passing play here.
Now Talon Witt looking to throw. He's got all sorts of time, airing it out for Mason Witt, who's got the catch, turns upfield. He's into the end zone for an Alexandria Cardinal touchdown.
Blake did run a seam route right down the field, but he was covered, but Mason not so much.
And Mason Witt will haul in the pass, covering 32 yards from his cousin Talon Witt. And Alexandria is off to the races tonight. The Cardinals now have a 34-0 lead. One play after recovering the muffed kick, and the Cardinals put points on the board. So basically 2 scores in a 10-second span, and Alexandria now has the lead above 30. Ethan Carlson in to try another extra point. Ball placed down, and the kick is up, and that is good. So it's turning out to be a 21-point second period for Alexandria as the Cardinals now go up 35-0. Our scoreboard updates tonight being brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. 5 series, 5 scores for the Alexandria offense. This time after the Cardinals recover on the Storm side of the field. It ends up being a 32-yard touchdown pass from Talon Witt to Mason Witt, and Ethan Carlson now 5 for 5 on his PATs. So Alexandria gets a bonus possession, if you will.
That was a big bonus.
And now is in front by a score of 35-0. Ironically, I believe that was the score at halftime down in Sauk Rapids in the Week 5 regular season matchup. Cardinals went on to win that game as that game got into running time in the fourth quarter. Another kickoff for Ethan Carlson. This one will be taken by Carter Riedemann at the 12-yard line. Tries to get to the wide side of the field, and he'll be dropped around the 23. So short return there, a little more than 10 yards for Carter Riedemann. And the Alexandria Cardinals defense will come back out onto the field. Sauk Rapids Rice has no more timeouts. The Storm with a couple of turnovers, including a turnover on special teams. So this will be the 5th series of the night for Sauk Rapids Rice. The Storm have moved the football on a couple of occasions, but they have not been able to finish off any scoring drives tonight. And to Alexandria's credit, the Cardinals have taken away the big play possibility for Sauk Rapids Rice. Here's Spencer Ackerman kind of firing a sidearm, if you will. I think that may have been Riedemann, the intended receiver there, and the pass falls incomplete. Tim, if Sauk Rapids Rice is not careful and has 3 quick pass plays here, Alexandria might get the ball back once more.
Yeah, my guess is if they don't have a positive play on 2nd down, they'll probably just hand it off on 3rd down and go to halftime.
Yeah, a lot of work for Sauk Rapids Rice to do. I mentioned with Coach Empting earlier this week, even though Sauk Rapids Rice went 1-7 in the regular season, that victory in Brainerd on Tuesday was a feather in the cap. And in my mind, even though the Storm was the underdog, they had everything to gain and nothing to lose. And right now, they are on the short end of a score. Riedemann gets the carry as he'll navigate for about 3 yards. And now we've got an injured Sauk Rapids Rice player on the field. That's going to stop the clock with 14 seconds to go in the first half, with Alexandria in front 35-0.
Connor Wang gets credit for that last tackle.
So we'll have a 3rd down forthcoming. This allows us to let you know that you are listening to People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM. We have audio through the Voice of Alexandria app, powered by Mission Mechanical, Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. If you're watching on our YouTube channel tonight, we welcome you. Hope you're enjoying our coverage tonight. Hope your favorite high school football team won today. If it was playing earlier in the afternoon, we'll try to go through a scoreboard recap. If not during our Eldon's Fresh Foods halftime report, then later on after the game tonight. But here it is all Alexandria, as the number 1 seed is well on its way to securing victory number 1 in the postseason and carrying over 7 consecutive wins from the regular season. Potentially, it is setting up to be an 8-game win streak. And Tim, again, I know we've got a lot of football to go, but I just can't imagine in my worst nightmare that Alexandria is going to give up a 35-point halftime lead.
I think you can be fairly confident with that prediction.
We will have a 3rd down and 7 when play resumes. Right now, a Sauk Rapids Rice player is being attended to on the field. Let me give a shout out here to Integrity Title of Alexandria. Integrity Title is our signature streaming sponsor. So if you are watching tonight's game on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube, a big kudos to Jill, Jim, and the entire crew at Integrity Title for being our signature streaming sponsor of our Alexandria Sports Play-by-Play. The Cardinals up here 35-0. We will have a late media presentation of Alexandria Cardinal girls volleyball on Tuesday night. Alexandria at Monticello for a 7 p.m. match. We'll take air with the Jutner Motors pre-match show at approximately 6:30 on a Tuesday evening. Win or go home, as Monticello will host Alexandria. Again, Tim, kind of the unusual setup because of the realignment from last year to this. Both Monticello and Alexandria were in the state volleyball tournament last year, but neither one is defending this section, as St. Michael Albertville is the other team that's the defending section champion.
Yeah, that is unique. You have the situation with both Monticello and Alexandria moving up from Class 3A to Class 4A this year.
And really, to Monticello's credit, somewhere around 20 wins during the regular season. And, to Alexandria's credit, they were able to move through after playoff wins the other night. Monticello defeated Brainerd, which has typically been in Class 4A Section 8 since the 4th Class 4 volleyball was introduced. And Alexandria beat a Moorhead team. Now, granted, Moorhead's not the same team here in 2025 that we have historically seen, but like Alexandria, Moorhead has an excellent volleyball tradition.
They do, and they had a couple of real strong hitters, and they served the ball pretty well. But the Cardinal volleyball team, I think, had one of their strongest performances of the season, and hopefully they can continue to build on that.
I know you saw a few more matches than did I, as you are working on game nights when matches are held at Alexandria Area High School. And for me personally, it was the 6th match broadcast I had seen for the Alexandria Cardinals. And I think that's the best Alexandria's looked in a match all year long. Of course, you and I have been treated to some 4-set and 5-set matches this year. But yeah, really solid play. Terrific defense. I thought the serving for Alexandria, especially in that 4th set, after 3 really close sets, the Cardinals kind of opened they got the rib spreader out and took Moorhead apart in the 4th set, and really some strong serving there.
Yeah, it was. They were able to do. I thought, Moorhead's back line, maybe didn't play as clean as some of their future opponents will, but do credit the Cards because in addition to their aces, they had a number of other serves that kept the Spuds out of system.
Isaac Thiele was the player being looked at for Sauk Rapids Rice, and fortunately, after being on the turf for several minutes, he's able to get up on his own feet, walking over to the Sauk Rapids Rice sideline. Good to see there, and hopefully he'll be okay.
I think we were tackled in bounds there, so yep, the clock's going to run. My guess is we're going to go to halftime here.
Yep, and Alexandria already up by a 35-0 score, and
that's what's going to happen.
Yep, and the Cardinals will not elect to stop the clock. They'll be happy to go in with the 5-touchdown lead, and Alexandria is set to get the football when the third quarter gets underway. So now we are just moments away from our mid-game report, brought to you by Eldon's Fresh Foods in Alexandria. At halftime in this Class 5A Section 8 football semifinal, it's all Alexandria. The Cardinals lead Sauk Rapids Rice on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, 35-0.
Resorts Marine in Osakas. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Osakas.
The Tradesman Construction has built a rich history as being the premier, most referred, full-service general contractor in the area. They are a proud supporter of all Alexandria Cardinal teams. Find them online at tradesmanconstruction.com.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new and used equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best, piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center, for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
What's your number? We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CIRAC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
Casa Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Welcome back to Viking Bank Field at Alexandria Area High School, where the Cardinal football team is well on its way to gaining a victory as Alexandria leads 35-0 at the break. Our thanks to Eldon's Fresh Foods in Alexandria for bringing you our mid-game report. Along with Tim Zupfer, this is DMAC Dave McClurg. On site, we have J.P. Boleen as our videographer. And back at the studio in downtown Alexandria, Jackson, thank you for taking your Saturday evening to join us as our man at Master Control. And Tim, we have a situation here tonight. The scoreboard's not lying. Alexandria is up big, and in many ways, the Cardinals have dominated this game from the very start.
Yes, they have. You know, if you looked at the regular season, you might think this would be an easy game for the Cardinals tonight, and I didn't expect it to pan out quite as easy as it has, especially, you know, Cardinals really got that big break on that last kickoff that was muffed by Sauk Rapids Rice and getting that extra possession to get that 5th touchdown. But even so, the 4 touchdown, you know, the 4 unanswered touchdowns was pretty significant. And then to add that 5th one on before half, even more impressive.
Yeah, and we've seen Alexandria, you know, go primarily run-oriented tonight because they've got 2 really good running backs with senior Brody Berg and then junior Jackson Waltzing. And then even, you know, Talon Witt is a threat to run the football. And, you know, they've all been able to get some positive yardage. And, you know, a lot of this, you've got receivers that can block. You've got an offensive line that is really good at blocking. And, Sauk Rapids Rice, try as hard as the Storm are doing. They just have not been able to slow Alexandria down.
Well, the running game for the Cards, you know, has really been strong, you know, at least 4 or 5 weeks in a row now. It's gotten better as the season has progressed. And initially starting out, you know, it was Cardinals are going to use that run game based upon, you know, the defensive alignment that Sauk Rapids Rice was playing. I think they're trying to take away the big plays to our receivers, which just opens up the running game for us, and I think we'll see more of that. Just relying on the running game, the rest of the game. Potentially the clock will be running throughout the 4th quarter, so I think the Cardinals will keep the ball on the ground and keep that score clock running.
5 offensive possessions for Alexandria in the first half and 5 scores. 5 offensive possessions for Sauk Rapids Rice in the first half and no points, 2 turnovers, and then the Storm also had a turnover on a special teams play after Alexandria scored its 4th touchdown, and the Cardinals were able to convert that into a score. Scoring recap here so far: Brody Berg, a 13-yard touchdown run. Jackson Waltzing, a 3-yard touchdown run. Brody Berg, a 10-yard touchdown run. Jackson Waltzing, a 1-yard run for a score. And then after the special teams recovery for the Alexandria Cardinals, Talon Witt connecting with Mason Witt on a 32-yard pass. And then the extra point kick was good to make it a 35-0 game. Ethan Carlson 5 for 5 on his points after touchdowns. I will share some offensive numbers with you in a couple of moments as part of our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report. But, Tim, I'll let you go through some time of possession numbers and then the defensive totals as well, if you wish.
Yeah, time of possession-wise, it was actually through the first quarter leaning a little bit the way of Sauk Rapids Rice because the Cardinals had some pretty quick scoring drives. But then the Cardinals were able to sustain a couple drives, and then Sauk Rapids Rice, their last 2 possessions, the interception, and then only the 29 seconds left in the half. So for the first half, the Cardinals just under 13 minutes time of possession, and Sauk Rapids Rice just under 11 minutes. Tackles, spread out pretty good here. I mean, there's quite a few incomplete passes and whatnot, but I have Connor Anderson, Brett Meyer, Connor Wang all leading the Cardinals with 3 tackles each, and then I'll just go down the list here. I have Jack Morissette and Adrian Miles with 1 each, Evan Zabel 2, Blake Scholl 1, Aiden Schneiderhan 2, 1 for Brody Berg, 1 for Jackson Waltzing, 1 for Mason Witt, 2 for Grady Starzel, 2 for Carson Getch, one for Aiden Button, and 2 tackles in special teams by Riker Johnson.
Very good. So some of the defensive numbers there. Offensive numbers, points by quarter. Alexandria with a 14-point first quarter, 21-point second quarter. Again, Sauk Rapids Rice held off the board in the first half of play. Comparison in terms of plays run, total yardage gained, and first downs as well. The Cardinals with 14 first downs, 11 on the ground and 3 through the air. Sauk Rapids Rice 6 first downs, 3 rushing and 3 passing. Total plays from scrimmage, Alexandria ran 33. Sauk Rapids Rice ran 29. The play breakdown, 9 rushing plays for Sauk Rapids Rice, including 2 quarterback sacks factored into the rushing total, and then 20 additional pass plays where Spencer Ackerman was able to throw the football. The total yardage in the first half, 282 yards for Alexandria, 62 for Sauk Rapids Rice. Turnovers in the first half, none for Alexandria, 2 for Sauk Rapids Rice. Penalties in the first half, there's where the Cardinals have a higher number, but it's not extreme. It's only 2 penalties for a loss of 20 yards in the first half for Alexandria. Sauk Rapids Rice, 1 penalty for 5 yards in the opening half. 24 rushes for 182 yards unofficially for the Alexandria Cardinals. Brody Berg averaging over 9 yards per tote in the first half. 11 carries for 105 yards and 2 scores. Jackson Waltzing ran the ball 11 times in the first half. Unofficially, he finished with 58 yards and 2 first-half scores. Talon Witt ran the ball twice for 19 yards. And so all told, Alexandria, 24 rushes for 182 yards. So really, really strong numbers there for the Alexandria running game. And again, I'd like to mention the guys' names up front, and I sometimes don't give them the credit they deserve, but tackle to tackle, Jack Morissette, Jensen Martinson, Brendan Barron, Spencer Kleindl, Evan Zabel. Periodically, you'll have Adrian Miles spotting in for some snaps, maybe Brody Hennessy as well, even Isaiah Jackson on the depth chart for Alexandria, and Cole Kronfeld backing up Brendan Barron's, but this offensive line is just really performing on a very high level. And, Tim, it reminds me of some of those offensive lines that Glenn Mason had when he was head coach of the Minnesota Golden Gophers. A lot of times when his team had an effective running game, it's because his offensive lines were good.
Yeah, there were a number of those guys that end up having, a pretty good NFL career as well.
So 182 on the ground for the Cardinals, 100 yards through the air. Talon Witt, 7 of 9 for 100 yards even. No interceptions and 1 touchdown. That reception on the touchdown was to Mason Witt, covering 32 yards. Mason had a couple of catches for 46 yards. 3 receptions for Thomas Hendricks for 48 yards. 1 catch for Grady Starzl, covering 11. And 1 catch for 9 yards for Brady Gunberg. No punts for Alexandria in the first half as the Cardinals scored on all 5 of their possessions. 2 penalties for 20 yards in lost yardage for Alexandria. 3rd and 4th down conversion attempts. The Cardinals perfect on 3rd down, 4 for 4. No 4th down attempts in the first half of play. Sauk Rapids Rice, 22 yards on the ground. That includes a loss of 7 on a pair of quarterback sacks. Actually, the 2 sacks lost 13 yards. So if you take those away, it would be 35 gross yards on the ground, and then only 40 through the air for the Storm, as the longest pass completion for Sauk Rapids Rice tonight has been to one of their tight end, Sam Koulis, covering 14 yards. Spencer Ackerman went 10 of 20 through the air, 1 interception, no touchdowns. 5 receivers for Sauk Rapids Rice. Tight end Ben Koulis, a couple of catches for 20 yards. 3 receptions for Connor Winkleman for 27 yards. 2 catches for Carter Riedemann for no yards. 1 reception for Taven Goldman for 4 yards. And then the quarterback actually caught one of his own passes. A deflected ball by, I believe, Evan Zabel came back to Ackerman, so his 1 reception on his own pass ended up losing 4 yards. On the ground, really not much. Ethan Elwood had 1 carry on an end around for 24 yards, and that primarily matches up with the Storm's offensive output on the ground. 2 punts averaging 22 yards for Riedemann in the first half. Only 1 penalty for Sauk Rapids Rice for 5 yards. Third down efficiency, the Storm was 1 of 6. And fourth down efficiency, Sauk Rapids Rice was 2 of 3. So at the break, it's Alexandria 35, Sauk Rapids Rice nothing. That is the mid-game report, brought to you by Eldon's Fresh Foods in Alexandria. Tim Zuffer and yours truly, Dave McClurg, will be back at Viking Bank Field with the second half of Alexandria Cardinal football postseason action after this timeout.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
I'm a nurse at heart. I mean, I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for experienced, hardworking people to join my company. When you work for us, you'll be home every night, no overnight hotels. Give me a call and visit my website, because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Welcome back to our live broadcast coverage of Alexandria Cardinal football. We appreciate you watching tonight on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube. Our thanks to Integrity Title for being our signature streaming sponsor of our Alexandria Cardinal sports play-by-play. And we also thank J.P. Boleen, our videographer, for doing the work. He is on top of the press box here at Viking Bank Field doing the live video tonight. That could very well be a spot where JP will be on Halloween. We do not know if he would come in costume, if indeed he is here on Friday night. I will probably end up dressing like a radio broadcaster once again, which is kind of scary in its own right. Barring a major collapse by the state-ranked Alexandria Cardinal football team, we would have action here on Friday with Alexandria hosting the section championship game. We still have the second half of the section semifinal round to go, and right now Alexandria is in front 35-0. Tim, I know during the break here I did go to the ESPN.com website. I see the bacon is going to stay in the state of Iowa for another year. The Gophers did score a field goal, so they put as many points on the board down in Iowa City today as they did in Columbus a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it's I think I had a couple friends text me during the game, and I said, I haven't been watching. I think I was flipping to other games, and I think I maybe watched a total of 7-8 plays, and none of them were productive for the Gophers.
And really in the Big Ten, only really 2 exciting games today. Nebraska beat Northwestern 28-21. Rutgers was a winner at Purdue 27-24. Good bounce-back win for Nebraska after they really were throttled by the Gophers last week. Maybe that 41-3 loss in Iowa today, maybe that makes it a more head-scratcher considering how well the Gophers did play against Nebraska.
Well, yeah, does that mean when Nebraska and Iowa play later, it's going to be about a 60-point game?
Right, yes. Iowa will win 65-6 or something like that. Yeah, and traditionally, ever since Nebraska became a member of the Big Ten Conference, the Cornhuskers and the Iowa Hawkeyes wrap up their regular season against each other, and normally they play that on the Friday after Thanksgiving. I don't know if the Huskers are the one that hosts that game this year or not.
I can't remember. I did see that they do play that last game, but I haven't paid attention to where it's at.
Will Sauk Rapids Rice try an onside kick to begin the third quarter? You know, if this is going to be the final half of football this year for the visiting Storm, why not give it a shot? Nope, it's going to be a line drive kick, and this is going to be fielded at the 29-yard line, and a short return out to about the 36-yard line for Jackson Waltzing. So Alexandria, again, did not have to punt the football in the opening half, and the Cardinals will start with some good field position 64 yards away from the Storm end zone. If you are watching on our YouTube channel tonight, Alexandria is wearing the dark jerseys. In full color, it would be red jerseys, black pants, white numerals on both the front and the back. The Sauk Rapids Storm School colors are green and gold. The Storm wearing the gold pants, the white jersey tops, green numerals, and gold trim. It is a 4-receiver set for Alexandria on the first down opportunity, and it's going to be a keeper for Talon Witt. Navigating behind the right side of his offensive line. Now he'll dive forward, and he'll pick up about 5 yards on the first play from scrimmage in the second half.
Yeah, he pulled a hand off from Brody Berg and then actually followed Brody for that gain.
Actually, that'll be a pickup of 6, so it's second down and 4 yards to go. And I think part of the reason why Alexandria's been perfect on third downs, it goes back to their earlier plays in the sequence, being effective on first down. And now on the second down play, Brody Berg will go behind the left side of the offensive line, and he'll lower his shoulder pads and pick up the necessary yardage for a first down.
Yeah, he's I don't think he's a real fun guy to tackle.
No, definitely a challenge.
Especially if you're a smaller linebacker or secondary player.
And that will be a pickup of 7. So first down for Alexandria, just shy of midfield. The Cardinals now with 15 first downs in tonight's game. Alexandria up by 35 as we're early in the third quarter. Trips to the right side, which is the wide side of the field. Ball is situated near the left set of hash marks. Now Talon Witt will pitch it to the left side, and the ball may have hit the hand of a Sauk Rapids Rice player. I don't know if it was deflected by junior linebacker Owen Gales or not, but didn't look like the flight of the ball was really that strong. So
yeah, it was either that or it came out of his hand, kind of funky. Trying to get the ball to Grady Starzl out in the left flat.
Yep. Now Starzl and Brady Gunberg lined up on the left side. You've got Mason Witt and Thomas Hendricks on the right side here. Still about 10 seconds to go on the play clock, so plenty of time for Alexandria to have Brendan Behrens put the next snap into play here. Good snap back to Talon Witt. He's got time to throw. Lots of time. Now he's rushed a little bit. He's in trouble. He's going to roll to the left, and now we'll look to tuck the ball in. He'll get up to midfield and cross into Sauk Rapids Rice territory. So what turned out to be, in essence, maybe an unscripted play, if you will, still picks up 3 to 4 yards for Alexandria, leaving the Cardinals with third down and medium to long yardage here.
Yeah, Sauk Rapids Rice sent a blitz from the right side there, and the line and offensive back did a good job of picking it up, but coverage was good by the Storm, and receivers weren't open downfield.
The ball is right at midfield. It's third down and 7 yards to go for Alexandria. Talon Witt will roll to his right. He's got time to throw. He's going to air it out for Brady Gunberg. He's behind the defense. He's got the grab. Now he's going to turn upfield, and he'll score. And Alexandria has increased the lead here in the third quarter. 41-0 in favor of Alexandria on what will turn out to be a 50-yard touchdown pass. Talon Witt's second scoring pass of the night. This one goes to Brady Gunberg. And again, our thanks to Quali Real Estate for the instant replay for our YouTube viewers tonight. And the Cardinals strike with the chunk play. And I think we're going to make Brady Gunberg's catch our Culver's play of tonight's game. He was able to work his way behind the defense, caught it inbounds, and then turned back toward the field of play and scampered into the end zone to complete that touchdown reception. Ball placed down, and Ethan Carlson's kick is up and good. So we are just 72 seconds into the second half, and Alexandria has tacked on to the lead. 30-second break here. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard now has Alexandria leading Sauk Rapids Rice 42-0.
CM Woodworks produces high-quality cabinetry and furniture locally, right here in Nelson. See their showroom at 7300 39th Avenue Northeast in Nelson. CM Woodworks. Custom wood creations. Designed for beauty, built for life.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
The Alexandria Cardinals score right away at the start of the third quarter, a 5-play, 66-yard series. 50 gained on the pass completion from Talon Witt to Brady Gunberg, and Gunberg's reception will end up being our Culver's play of tonight's game. And the ensuing kickoff is brought back by Sauk Rapids Rice out past the 35. So the Storm will bring the offense back down onto the field of play for the first time here in the second half.
Isaiah Jackson credited with that special teams tackle.
So 1st and 10 for the Storm. The visitors at their own 38-yard line. Sauk Rapids Rice had under 70 yards of total offense in the first half. 6 first downs. Biggest completion was a 14-yard play. Now Ackerman going up top, and a penalty flag is going to come out here as Ackerman was trying to go deep to the intended receiver, Carter Riedemann, out of the backfield, and will either get a holding or a defensive pass interference call here.
Yeah, I think we're going to get another unsportsmanlike conduct on the Cardinal sideline, too.
Okay, so
and I think they'll both be
let's see
assessed.
What's going to happen here. We're about to find out from the public address announcer. It is pass interference on the defense. So that's going to be 15-yard penalty. And I think that will be the only infraction.
Oh, just a warning.
Okay. All right, so evidently no penalty, but a warning given to the Alexandria sideline here. So that defensive pass interference will put the ball on the Cardinals side of the field. Sauk Rapids Rice now operating at the Alexandria 47-yard line. Empty backfield here. Spencer Ackerman looking to throw. Tries to get it to Riedemann again, this time covered by Carson Getch once more, and the pass is overthrown. So 2nd down and 10 yards to go.
Yep, good coverage there by Carson.
So Alexandria now with that defensive pass interference, 3 penalties for 35 yards tonight, but that has not hurt Alexandria at all. The Cardinals have scored on all 6 of their offensive possessions tonight and have a 42-0 lead in the third quarter. This is certainly looking like it's going to have mercy rule scenario in the final period of play. Although Sauk Rapids Rice would like to get some points on this series, the Storm has gotten into Alexandria territory twice tonight, but has not scored any points to this juncture. 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Here is Ackerman. He will pitch it right side, and the catch is made. A little bit of a slant there, and that was a pretty solid work. Ethan Elwood on the receiving end there, and Sauk Rapids Rice is going to get a first down on what will turn out to be Elwood's first catch of the night. And this one will cover 10 yards.
Grady Starzel credited with the tackle after the catch.
So a second first down on this series for the Storm. Now operating at the Alexandria 37-yard line. Alexandria 42, Sauk Rapids Rice, no score. We are in the third period. Now 5 receivers set, so the only one in the backfield is the quarterback, Spencer Ackerman, looking to throw. Now he'll step up, and he got tripped up, and he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know if that was Evan Zabel, maybe.
I think it was.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if maybe he was the one that caused Ackerman to tumble, and it will actually be a tackle for loss on the play, -2 there. So it'll be third down and 12 yards to go. And Sauk Rapids Rice has not had a friendly third down conversion rate tonight. I'm sorry, second down here. Second down and 12. So not yet third down for the Storm. And now Ackerman looking to throw, pumping once, and he'll get it out. Riedemann makes the, he almost made the catch. That was a great attempt there by Carter Riedemann, but again, in the secondary, Alexandria was able to break the play up, so it's an incomplete pass and third down.
There was a late flag thrown in the backfield. I mean, it was after the play. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, we'll find out if indeed maybe another defensive foul, but we'll get the revelation here, and it is a personal foul, roughing the passer penalty on Alexandria, so that's going to be another first down for Sauk Rapids Rice on a defensive penalty. Second one on this series.
Yeah, we hit him right as he was throwing the ball. We must have hit him too high.
So 15 yards, and that's going to move the Storm down inside the 25-yard line. I believe they'll spot the ball at the 24. So 30 free yards for Sauk Rapids Rice because of 2 defensive infractions for Alexandria on this series.
I think the referee just waited to see if the pass was going to be caught and then dropped the flag for the roughing.
Again, 5 receivers set here for Sauk Rapids Rice. Ackerman looking to throw. He's going to air it out, and it's going to be incomplete. I think a little bit of confusion. Connor Winkleman ran to about the 10-yard line, then turned into the middle of the field, and it was almost a fade over toward the right corner of the end zone. So the ball falls incomplete, and it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I think the quarterback expected them to run the fade route rather than the making the cut into the field.
Some of the guys that you have in as receivers for Sauk Rapids Rice: Ethan Elwood, Connor Winkleman, Taven Goldman. I think we've got player or 2 switching in. I believe Sam Koulis, the tight end, is also a receiver. And we've got second down, 10 yards to go. Koulis is going to line up on the right side of the offensive line. It's going to be a little bit of a bootleg and then a swing pass right side. Pass is going to be caught. It's going to be a pickup of about 7 yards, and that will be Connor Winkleman on the reception for Sauk Rapids Rice.
I think we had Sam Anderson and Mason Whitten on that tackle.
Gain of
Connor
7.
Anderson, I'm sorry.
Okay, very good. Third down and about 3. So far, the Storm tonight 1 for 6 on third down. Empty backfield. Let's see if Spencer Ackerman might run maybe a quarterback draw here. Alexandria kind of anticipating that the ball might be put up. And Winkleman will throw over the middle. Riedemann makes the catch, and he gets stood up. And finally, the play will be whistled dead, but that's going to be a completion good enough for a first down. So the ball will be at the 10-yard line. And the Storm now a little bit deeper into the Alex Rubbish and Recycling red zone. Start seeing red with Alex Rubbish and Recycling.
Connor Wang gets credited with that tackle after the catch.
So 4 first downs on this series for the Storm, and this is their best surge into Alexandria territory. We're nearly 4 minutes into the third quarter. It's Alexandria leading Sauk Rapids Rice in this section playoff 42-0. Now Ackerman looking to throw. He is hounded, and he is going to go down. He nearly got roped down by Evan Zabel, and then I think Jack Morissette may have been the one to come in and finish it all off.
I think it was Blake Scholl.
Oh, yep. Yep. So it'll be back at the 18-yard line, the third quarterback sack in tonight's game for the Alexandria defense, and this will be for a loss of 8 yards back to the 18. So now 2nd and goal at the Cardinal 18-yard line. The Storm operating with the wind at their back here in this third period of play. Empty backfield, so a 5-receiver set for Sauk Rapids Rice. Ackerman looking to throw, a dump pass tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. I think it was Adrian Miles.
It was.
One of the defensive linemen who got a hand on the football there to knock it away, and it's 3rd down. So again, Alexandria getting a deflected pass. And that's at least 3 in tonight's game for the Cardinal defense. 3rd down and goal at the Cardinal 18-yard line. Sauk Rapids Rice has been in Alexandria territory 3 times tonight, including on this series, but so far, no points. 42-zip in favor of Alexandria. Ackerman working out of the shotgun as it's an empty backfield once more. We're going to have a receiver going to the left side. And now I believe the play clock runs out, and this may force...
Call the timeout first.
Yep. Philip Klopacki will call for the timeout. And we're going to take the 30-second break as well. Not certain if we're going to have a lot of other opportunities here in the period. So a little more than 4 minutes gone by in the second half. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in Class 5A Section 8 football. Alexandria leads Sauk Rapids Rice 42-0.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. A-Guard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
Welcome to our broadcast of Prep Football, live on location from Alexandria Area High School's Viking Bank Field. Tim Zupfer is joining yours truly, Dave McClurg for the call. JP Boldine is our videographer working up top here above the press box at Viking Bank Field. And Jackson is our KXRA studio engineer, the man at master control at KXRA Radio. All Cardinals tonight as Alexandria leads 42-0. Sauk Rapids Rice is trying to get the goose egg off the scoreboard. Possibly 2 offensive plays to go 18 yards to try to wipe out the shutout bid. 3rd down and goal at the Alexandria 18-yard line. Here's Ackerman. He'll throw to the right side, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get the swing pass over to Carter Riedemann out of the backfield, and the ball falls to the turf, incomplete.
Yeah, Mason Witt in coverage, and even Evan Zabel dropped from his defensive lineman's spot into that flat.
So now 4th down and goal for Sauk Rapids Rice, and I believe Coach Klopacki is skewing any thought of a field goal attempt here. So the offense will stay out on the field, basically the empty backfield once again for Sauk Rapids Rice, except for the quarterback, Spencer Ackerman, the 3-year senior starter for Sauk Rapids Rice. Good snap back to Ackerman. He'll throw over the middle, and the pass is caught, and it's going to be a touchdown for Sauk Rapids Rice. Post pattern there, and it worked over the middle, and it will be Connor Winkleman on the receiving end of the 18-yard touchdown pass. 4th down has been a rather friendly down for Sauk Rapids Rice tonight. The Storm now 3 for 4 on 4th down, and they get the touchdown here to break up Alexandria's bid for the shutout. So the Cardinals in front now by a 42-6 score. And the Storm will go for 2. Here's a pitch back. Riedemann's going to fire to the end zone, and the ball got deflected, so the pass is no good. And Sauk Rapids Rice will settle for the 6 points. We have a change in the score with 7:08 to go in period number 3. The visitors are on the board, but Alexandria still has this game well in hand. The Cardinals 42, Sauk Rapids Rice 6. That ended up being a series that would go 62 yards for Sauk Rapids Rice. and it ended up being a 10-play series, assisted by Alexandria picking up a couple of defensive fouls that led to Sauk Rapids Rice extending the drive, and then Ackerman was able to connect with Winkleman on the 18-yard scoring pass. So the Storm on the board for the first time tonight here in period number 3. 42-6 is the count now for the Alexandria Cardinals. Alexandria seeking an 8th consecutive win. The Cardinals only a blemish, a 2-point defeat at Chanhassen on opening night back on August 28th. Now a bouncing kick, and it will be fielded by Brody Berg at the 15. Works his way out past the 35. Now into open territory, midfield, and he stays on his feet and will eventually have Carter Riedemann escorting him out of bounds, but not before Berg gets the ball into Alexandria Cardinal territory. Or into Sauk Rapids territory, rather.
Really nice turn there. He probably knew his touches the rest of the way might be limited.
Yeah, he's already well over 100 yards rushing, so he's going to add, I want to say, 42 yards on that kickoff. Unofficial numbers there, but the Cardinals are going to start on the Storm side of the field at the 43-yard line. So all-purpose yardage for Brody Berg. He's up over 160 or approaching 160 all-purpose yards tonight. Again, the line of scrimmage on the Storm side of the field at the 43. Talon Witt will pitch it left side. Catch is made. Now working his way upfield is Grady Starzel, and he'll get toward the left hash marks away from the Storm sideline, and that's going to be enough to move the chains. First down for Alexandria.
Yeah, he got a nice block out there. I can't recall who it was.
Gain of 11 there, and it
would have been Gunberg.
Okay, Brady Gunberg on the left side there. So, and the Cardinals have their 17th first down in tonight's game. 17 first downs to 10 for Sauk Rapids Rice. Cardinals in front 42-6. Third quarter here at Alexandria Area High School. Talon Witt gets a good snap. Now he rolls to his right, looking downfield. He's going to air it out for Thomas Hinrichs. Catch is made down inside the 10-yard line. Oh, my, again, Talon Witt finding his good friend Thomas Hinrichs, and I am just so impressed with how good Thomas Hinrichs' hands are. And then not only to make the catch, but to keep the feet clearly in bounds. That's going to be a pickup of about 25 yards and a first down for Alexandria.
Well, and he runs pretty good routes as well.
Exactly. I mean, just a fun football player to watch, that being senior Thomas Hinrichs. Now Jackson waltzing. He goes untouched into the end zone. And it's going to be a 7-yard scoring run. Third of the night for the junior running back, Jackson waltzing. And Alexandria builds on the lead, back up to a 42-point advantage at 48-6 for the Cardinals. And Jackson waltzing with the third score of the night. I think on his second touchdown of the night, he was also untouched. Now, he only had to go a shorter distance. This one ended up being a 7-yard run for a score, so 48-6 now for the Alexandria Cardinals. We still have a little more than 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here's a line drive kick, and it goes through. If the soccer goal post was out there, Tim, that would have just barely cleared the crossbar on the. But it clears the football crossbar, and that's the most important part.
Right. Yeah, he's had a couple. Most of them he's cleared by a little bit more, but he's had two that have been quite line drives that have barely cleared the crossbar.
So I don't want to turn you away from our coverage at the present time, but 49-6, Alexandria has the lead, and honestly, it's looking like Alexandria is going to be back on Friday night. The Cardinals well on their way to getting that postseason win, and hopefully the first of a number of postseason wins for Alexandria. The Cardinals wrapped up the regular season at 7-1, ranked in the number 4 spot in the Class 5A football poll. I believe undefeated St. Thomas Academy, Spring Lake Park, and Chanhassen were the teams ahead of Alexandria in the last class 5A rankings for the regular season. Bouncing kick here. It'll be fielded at the 33-yard line, and then falling forward there is Isaac Miller, and he'll get one on the return. So the Storm will bring the offense back out onto the field. Again, down a bundle, but Sauk Rapids Rice, to its credit, was able to score on its last series of the game. So now Alexandria, my goodness, offensively, 7 possessions, 7 touchdowns. Mighty fine offensive performance tonight for Alexandria. And now before the first play gets snapped, did we have a yellow hanky come down?
I don't know that the ball was, or that the
play clock was set.
Yeah, that the official had set it for play.
Yeah, so I think they're going to do a reset here to get the play clock reset. So no violation on either side. The Storm have it at their own 34-yard line.
Aiden Button now in at the defensive line.
And now here is Ackerman looking to throw. Penalty flag comes down. Pass is going to be out to the right side, and it's going to be a little bit underthrown. Incomplete pass. I think one of the Storm wide receivers is yearning for a pass interference. I don't think that's going to be called. We had a penalty back behind the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be holding on Sauk Rapids Rice.
And Mason Witt was able to break that pass reception up.
So this will be 10-yard walk-off here, so that's going to make it a first down and 20 to go for the Sauk Rapids Storm. Just the second penalty of the night for Sauk Rapids Rice. Alexandria 49, Sauk Rapids Rice 6. We're in the third quarter. DMAC and Coach Z with the play-by-play. And here's a ball that gets out, and it's going to be Connor Winkleman, who scored the touchdown earlier this period. He makes the catch and gets a fair amount of the penalty yardage back. In fact, I think forward progress will be out to the 37, so a pickup of 12 there.
Mason Witt with the tackle.
And second down and 8 yards to go now for Sauk Rapids Rice. The Storm 2-7 coming into tonight, but 1-0 in the Class 5A Section 8 tournament. They will end up getting a split of their 2 postseason games. Here's a juggle, and Taven Goldman is not able to hang on to the ball there as the pass was thrown to the left side, and now third down for Sauk Rapids Rice.
Yeah, Cardinals a little fortunate there. A couple of our defensive players ran into each other. Sauk Rapids Rice had a player open down the left side, and then the player that did get his hands on the ball dropped it.
So third down and 8 yards to go. The Storm is only 2 for 8 on third down in tonight's game. This might be 4-down territory for Sauk Rapids Rice, even though the ball is on the Storm side of the field. Here is Ackerman looking to throw. Pass is going to be caught by Elwood, but he's tackled almost right away. In fact, I think he may have been stopped behind the line of scrimmage there.
Yeah, they're setting up a screen pass, and Connor Wang read it, and real nice tackle for little or no. It looks like maybe a slight loss of a yard.
Yeah,
no gain.
Yeah, I think it will end up being no gain. So fourth down coming up here for Sauk Rapids Rice. And at this point, we have not seen Philip Klopphockey bring the punting unit in. Now I think it is going to come in. So, you know, there has to be a certain time where you want to be a riverboat gambler, but, you know, sometimes you just got to realize that this might not be your night. So use the wind at your back and see if Carter Riedemann can get his best punt of the game right here. Line of scrimmage will be the 37-yard line. And now
I don't know if they called timeout or they got it.
Yeah, it is going to be a delay of game, so 5-yard penalty. It will move the ball back.
They were late in getting the punting team out there, and then when they did, they were one player short.
So they did. They have to take the 5-yard penalty. So now the ball is back at the 31-yard line, and Riedemann is able to get the punt away, and it's going to take a side bounce, and it will be down at the 44-yard line. So still not a terrific punt. Even with the wind at the back, that punt only travels 25 yards, and Alexandria will start with it outside its own 40-yard line. And it is Alexandria 49, Sauk Rapids Rice 6. Again, a big thank you to the boosters of our Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage, helping to bring you our play-by-play tonight, whether you're watching on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube or listening. Maybe you're kicking it old school tonight by tuning into People Radio, KXRA. Regardless of how you're consuming our coverage tonight, we appreciate you for doing so. I am D-Mac, Dave McClurg. Tim Zuffer is my broadcast partner. JP Bolin is our videographer on location doing the work for our YouTube channel. Alexandria in front. Again, the first team offense still on the field for Alexandria. And here is a handoff and decent gain on first down.
Brody Berg with the carry.
Yep, he picks up about 5 yards. Berg already over 100 yards rushing. He also had a nice kickoff return earlier tonight, so he's up around 160 all-purpose yards in this evening's game. I have him unofficially now 13 rushes for 118 yards on the ground and a total of 2 scores. Now he'll tote the rock again. He's got a first down, sheds one tackler, moves forward to about the 42-yard line. And that will be a gain of about 9 for Brody Berg.
Cardinals are bringing in Blake Scholl for Grady Starzl, so they're going to go with a tight end.
Yep, Alexandria picking up the first down. That's the Cardinals' 19th in tonight's game. 13 of those have been on the ground, so the Cardinals have been able to run at will and then occasionally mix it up with some passes as well. Talon Witz attempted 13 passes tonight. Now another running play here for Berg, and navigates in between the tackles there and gets another decent gain.
First down.
Yep, and it'll be a pickup of 10. So Cardinals on the move once again, already in front by a healthy margin tonight, 49-6. Those are the numbers on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Now we've got a stoppage here as it looks like one of the linebackers for Sauk Rapids Rice, Peyton Reamer, is going to be checked out here. That does stop the clock with 3 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. So, Tim, I think once the final numbers are posted on the scoreboard tonight, we will not have our last game here this evening at Viking Bank Field. We will be back one more time. Regardless of who wins the game between Bemidji and Sartell up north tonight, they kicked off at the top of the hour. The winner of that game will be heading into Alexandria on Friday.
Yep, the Cardinals, with their fine play throughout district/section play, will be the home site.
I know that Bemidji and Sartell actually played each other. I think the last district game for both of those teams was up in Bemidji in week number 7, and the Lumberjacks really had their way. They bounced back after a close loss down in Alexandria the week before and rolled Sartell. So it would not surprise me if Bemidji is the opponent. But, gosh, I tell you, Bemidji gave Alexandria all it could handle at Viking Bank Field in that Week 6 matchup.
Well, I think I think in both situations, I think Bemidji relishes another chance to play the Cardinals, but I also believe the Cardinals would like to show the Lumberjacks that they didn't see our best that night.
Yeah, Alexandria won that Week 6 game, coming back from 12 down in the second half to win 36-35. The closest Alexandria win on this win streak, which presently is at 7 games. Now Berg gets another carry, and he'll work it to the right side. He'll be very close to yet another first down. And it should be a pickup of about 9 for the senior captain, Brody Berg.
Yeah, all night long, the line has been able to open holes for both running backs, and in addition to that, they're reading the holes, and they're running very hard.
Yep, again, you've got Evan Zabel and Jack Morissette, Brendan Behrens, Jensen Martinson, up front Spencer Kleindl as well for Alexandria. Periodically, you do get players coming in for a breather or two off the bench, but those are the 5 main guys. And now another big opening up the middle, and Brody Berg's going to carry some defenders with him into the second level, and he'll end up picking up about another 13, 14 yards here. First down for Alexandria. And now the Cardinals in the Alex Rubbish and Recycling red zone start seeing red with Alex Rubbish and Recycling. And first down for Alexandria, now 21 on the night. Down to just over 2 minutes to go in period number 3. Alexandria 49, Sauk Rapids Rice 6. Here is a handoff, and there's Berg once again trying to get to the outside, and actually navigates for about a 3 or 4 yard gain there when initially Sauk Rapids Rice was able to make some initial contact near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he pretty much made something out of nothing that time. Storm kind of read that play pretty well, met him at the line of scrimmage, but he still managed to pick up 4.
Second down and 6 yards to go. The Cardinals can get a first down without getting a touchdown, although we won't apologize if they do score a first down, then a touchdown. Then you get both stats counting. Now Blake Scholl's going to line up to the left side of the offensive line, almost as a tight end, if you will. And here's a handoff. Berg left side, gets behind Scholl, gets to the outside, up to the goal line, and he'll be stopped a little bit short. And it will be first down and goal to go now for Alexandria.
Yeah, he bounced that one to the outside. I think he had a block there from his tight end, Blake Scholl, and the Storm were able to tackle him at about the 1/2 yard line.
So first and goal for Alexandria as we're now into the final minute. Fourth quarter will be under the mercy rule as Alexandria's already up by 43 points, and they could crack a half a century here if they score on this very next play. Now a tight formation here, and the surge up to the goal line, and that may have been Blake Scholl who took the snap there.
He did.
And he's able to score on the sneak. Oh my, let's watch that again for our YouTube audience as Quality Real Estate brings you the instant replay. Blake Scholl comes moving up behind Barons, and he'll score on the sneak from a yard out. Well, I guess if you're only going to gain 1 yard on the ground, that's a good time to get it at the goal line. And Alexandria now has a 55-6 lead. 26 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Ethan Carlson is going to be in to try the PAT. New holder here for the Alexandria Cardinals. And the ball placed down, and the kick is up, and it is good. So 26 seconds remain in the third quarter. Ethan Carlson now 8 for 8 on his point after touchdowns in tonight's game.
That was David Hendricks on the hold.
Okay, so Thomas's younger brother, David, coming in to do the holding there on the PAT attempt. And the Cardinals methodically work the ball down the field, 56 yards in 8 plays, and Alexandria has now scored on 8 offensive series in tonight's game, and it's 56-6, Alexandria.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that. Eight offensive possessions, 8 touchdowns.
Batting 1,000 in a football game in terms of series and scores, you can't get a whole lot better than that.
That's correct.
So now a kickoff into the breeze for Ethan Carlson. When the fourth quarter gets underway, we will have 12 minutes of real time. So that fourth quarter will move rather briskly. Now a bouncing kick down the field. It will be taken by Carter Riedemann at the 9. Up past the 25. Now into the open. Stays on his feet, and he'll get out to about the 35. So a decent return there for senior captain Carter Riedemann of Sauk Rapids Rice. And now the Storm will operate. Looks like the ball will be spotted at the 36-yard line. So first down and 10 for Sauk Rapids Rice. The Storm were able to score on a fourth down play earlier in this third quarter. Touchdown pass from Spencer Ackerman to receiver Connor Winkleman covering 18 yards. That's the only score of the night for the visitors. Now Ackerman's looking to throw, pass outside, and it's going to be caught. And that is Calvin Lambert getting the reception there, his first of the night. And that will pick up about 7 yards.
Give credit on the tackle to Gavin Schroeder, and on special teams tackle, Mikhail Winter.
Very good. And Cardinals really subbing down. They've getting some different players into the game now. And on the second down running play, I believe that was the running back Riedemann who got the carry, and I think he got forward progress for the first down. And the Storm will get off one more play before the end of the third quarter unless we have an incomplete pass. Here is Ackerman looking to throw, and it's out to the left side, and it is incomplete. We do have the incomplete pass, so one more play here in period number 3 with the clock stopped. 2 seconds to go here in the third.
Rhett Granning in on the coverage on that pass play.
So second down and 10 yards to go. Again, we'll get to the fourth quarter, and the mercy rule will be in effect. So the only stoppages there in the final period will be if a team decides to call a timeout, and then also if we have any injuries or scoring plays. Second down, a handoff to Riedemann. He'll get up to midfield, now down the sideline, and I think he'll have enough for a first down as the third quarter comes to an end. The fourth is next on KXRA Radio, and as you watch on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube, this is all Cardinals after 3 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Alexandria leads Sauk Rapids Rice 56-6.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
Starting the fourth quarter, Sauk Rapids Rice has the football, and the Storm will get a pass completion operating from their own 41-yard line. Spencer Ackerman will find Ethan Elwood, and that's going to be a pickup of about 12 yards. And Sauk Rapids Rice has a third first down on this series.
Riker Johnson with a tackle.
So Sauk Rapids Rice on the move. Early in the fourth period, again, the mercy rule in effect with Alexandria up by 50. Sauk Rapids Rice about to end up 1-1 in the section tournament, and they'll finish at 2-8 once this game winds down to no time on the clock. Ackerman looks to throw. He's going to air it out for running back Riedemann, who made the grab down inside the 3-yard line.
Well, the Cardinals had pretty good coverage by Carson Getch, but the receiver was able to go up over the top and bring it in.
So now first down and goal to go for Sauk Rapids Rice at the Cardinals' 3-yard line. Clock continuing to move early on here in period number 4. Alexandria 56, Sauk Rapids Rice 6. The Cardinals, once this night is over, will have an 8-game win streak, but more importantly, have the opportunity to practice to play at home on Halloween in the Class 5A Section 8 championship game. And now it looks like Riedemann is going to take Ackerman does give off to Riedemann in the backfield, and Carter got wrapped up right near the line of scrimmage. I don't know if he got anything. He might have actually lost a yard there.
Yeah, it was Aiden Button with that penetration and tackle.
Yep, good surge there, and actually they're going to move the ball back out to the 5-yard line, so that will be a 2-yard loss. Second down and goal to go for Sauk Rapids Rice. I see Owen Ollert is now one of the defensive linemen for Alexandria up front. Aiden Button up there as well. Now Ackerman is going to hand off Riedemann left side, and he'll get into the end zone for a touchdown from 5 yards out. So Sauk Rapids Rice will score in the early moments of period number 4. It is now 56-12 in favor of the Alexandria Cardinals. So a 64-yard series covering 8 plays there for Sauk Rapids Rice. And now the Storm will keep the offensive unit out on the field, looking to get the 2-point conversion. Spencer Ackerman awaiting the shotgun snap here. We're going to have a man in motion to the right side. Now it's going to be a fake handoff, and Ackerman's going to throw to Riedemann, and he'll score the 2-point conversion. So we're going to take a break. 30-second timeout. New numbers on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in the fourth quarter. It's Alexandria 56, Sauk Rapids Rice 14.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Buildings.
Sauk Rapids Rice scores for the second time this half. Carter Riedemann on a 5-yard run to cap off an 8-play, 64-yard drive. Riedemann catches the 2-point conversion pass from Spencer Ackerman, and it is now 56-14. Ensuing return of a kickoff from the 29-yard line comes out past the 40. And the Cardinals will start outside of their own 40-yard line. I think the kickoff return coming back. Jackson Waltzing may have brought that back out. So the line of scrimmage will be the 43 for the Alexandria Cardinals. Again, the first team offense, 8 series and 8 touchdowns tonight. And now we go to backups in the game. Guys that have had the opportunity to close out a number of games, and I think we have Alexandria almost having too many players on the field. Aiden Steffensmeyer is now the quarterback for Alexandria. And he's going to hand off. Ty Miller will get his first carry here of the night. And he kept his feet moving and gets about 5 yards.
Yep. Good surge by the right side of the line and good hard running by Mr. Miller.
And that will place the ball at the 48-yard line. So Alexandria will be 8-1 once the night is complete, and will await either Sartell or Bemidji for a section championship date on a Halloween. Now another handoff, and I think Miller able to burst up the middle, and he got very close to the sticks. I think they'll give him enough for the first down there.
Yep, I think his forward progress got him there.
Again, the clock will not stop as the mercy rule is now in effect unless we have a score or if we have an injury that would necessitate an official stoppage of play. The Cardinals now with 23 first downs in tonight's game, leading 56-14. Here is Aiden Steffensmeyer rolling out to the left, looking downfield. He'll throw across his body, and it's incomplete. He was trying to connect with Owen Heinen in the middle of the field there, and the ball falls incomplete. Talon Witt, by the way, for the night, the starting quarterback for the Alexandria Cardinals. He goes 10 of 13 for 186 yards unofficially, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Second down and 10 yards to go for Alexandria. Now under 7 minutes remaining in the game. Cardinals up by a bundle. Now trips to the left side. Here is Aiden Steffensmeyer. He'll pitch it to the left side. Catch is made, and now working up the sideline, the Alexandria receiver is going to get some good yardage there. I think that was Gavin Schroeder on the receiving end there. And that will be enough for a Cardinals first down, and that will be a pickup of about 12 yards there.
Yeah, Gavin had a couple snaps at cornerback, and now on the offensive side, he's out as a receiver.
So first down for Alexandria at the Storm 35-yard line. 56-14, the Cardinals have the lead fourth quarter. And the play breaks down. Sauk Rapids Rice was able to surge on defense, and Ty Miller's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Sauk Rapids sold out to the run that time. They blitzed just about everybody.
Second down and 12 now to go for Alexandria. The Cardinals really in no hurry here as they've got a convincing lead. I see Miles Gray and Gavin Schroeder lining up as receivers to the left side here. Ty Miller remains in the backfield along with quarterback Aiden Steffensmeyer. Two receivers to the right side as well. Here's a dump off to Miller. He's got some room to run up the left side. Spins out of bounds, and I think he gets tapped out around the 33. That should be a pickup of about 4 yards there.
Bring up about 3rd and 7 or so.
Yeah, looks like third, call it 7.5 yards to go. And the Cardinals again well in control of this one as we're now under 5 minutes remaining. 56-14 Alexandria. 4 receivers set here. Low snap back to the quarterback, and it's going to end up being a loss on the play. Aiden Steffensmeyer just could not get to the outside, and that will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, the snap was low and mishandled, so he never really had a chance there.
Yeah, so he'll go down in the backfield. I suppose you could call that a quarterback sack, if you will, and now fourth down, and looks like Alexandria is going to keep the offensive unit out on the field. It'll be 4th and 15.
Might be trying to draw him offside here.
Yeah, or at least accumulate enough clock, maybe take a delay of game penalty, and then punt with the wind at your back. Clock is now down to 2 seconds, and the snap a little bit low. Aiden Steffensmeyer handles it. Pass left side is going to fall incomplete. We're going to go to a 30-second break of our own. Fourth quarter on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. It is Alexandria 56, Sauk Rapids Rice 14.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
As we come back to the action at Viking Bank Field, make that Spencer Ackerman able to complete a pass over the middle to his tight end, Sam Koulis, which will be a pickup of 21 yards. And Sauk Rapids Rice now has a first down on the Alexandria side of the field. Again, the clock moving with under 3 minutes to go. Now we're going to have a run here. Carter Riedemann stays on his feet. He's going to get a chunk play there. It's going to be a pickup of about 19. Again, some of the starters for the Storm having the opportunity to go against non-starters for Alexandria on the defensive side. And now the Storm starting to pick up some significant yardage.
Bryson Hasapopoulos with the tackle.
The ball now resting inside the 20-yard line, so the Storm in the Alex Rubbish and Recycling red zone. Start seeing red with Alex Rubbish and Recycling. And Riedemann was getting to the outside, and I don't know if he actually tripped over one of his own guys or maybe the turf helped to bring him down.
Not sure. I couldn't get the Cardinal number on the tackle there.
It'll be a gain of 2. So second down and 8 yards to go. Clock under 2 minutes remaining, and Riedemann to the left side now gets to the outside inside the 5, and he'll be tackled, I believe, inbounds down around the 4-yard line. So first down and goal to go now for Sauk Rapids Rice.
Connor Hawkins with the tackle.
And the Storm now knocking on the end zone door, if you will, as it's first down and goal at the 4-yard line. 56-14, Alexandria in front here in the fourth quarter. Now Sauk Rapids Rice having its 11th player get into the game a little bit late. I think that was the tight end, Sam Koulis there. Now the direct snap to Riedemann, and he'll find his way into the end zone. So he'll score a second touchdown here in the fourth period on a 4-yard run. So Sauk Rapids Rice on the board, now trailing 56-20. And I believe that score will come with 1:03 remaining. And I think the Storm will try the extra point here. And it will be, I think, Austin Markfelder in to try the kick. Ball back to Spencer Ackerman, and the kick by Markfelder on the way, and it is no good. So that keeps it at 56-20. Alexandria's lead 36. Again, limited time remaining in the game, and Alexandria about ready to secure victory on the home turf, and the reward for the Cardinals is another opportunity to play at home this coming Friday night. That will be a 7 o'clock start to the best of my knowledge, and for me it means less chaos trying to get to the stadium. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but after I took an afternoon nap here, I was thinking, I got time, don't have to be there till 5:45. No, I needed to be here by 4:45, and so J.P. Boleen was the one that kind of got me straightened out a little bit to make sure that we got on the air for a limited Juntner Motors pregame show, but trust me, I will be here in plenty of time Friday night, as will the rest of our Leighton Media crew for the Class 5A Section 8 football championship game. We know that Alexandria will host either Bemidji or Sartell in that section championship round on Friday. Bouncing kick down the field. It's going to be bobbled. It's a free ball. Cardinals are going to pick it up, and short gain here on the return, maybe a couple of yards there. And that will be on the return. Aiden Schneiderhan able to come out. So gets the opportunity to field a kickoff there, and just a matter of now a couple of victory formation kneel downs here to bring this clock down to 0. It actually does keep moving, so probably just one more snap for Alexandria to end this game. And the Cardinals will be happy to pocket the 56-point victory, or 56-20 win. It will be a 36-point margin of victory for Alexandria, and the Cardinals now at 8-1 on the year, and Sauk Rapids Rice will end up splitting its 2 postseason games. Good work by Sauk Rapids Rice after getting that playoff win up at Brainerd on Tuesday, but the Storm will have their season end with a final record of 2-8. This one's going final on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. All Cardinals tonight in the semifinal round in Class 5A Section 8. 56-20. Alexandria gets the victory. Stick around as we've got the post-game report brought to you by Juntner Motors. After we enjoy these words on KXRA and on the Voice of Alexandria live stream channel on YouTube from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for people who have experience and are willing to work hard. For those that do, you can earn up to 6 figures working for my company. Give me a call and visit my website, because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
On the campus of Alexandria Area High School at Viking Bank Field, the top-seeded Alexandria Cardinals win the Class 5A Section 8 semifinal contest against Sauk Rapids Rice in dominating fashion. Alexandria scored on its first 8 meaningful possessions of the night and ultimately would go on to defeat Sauk Rapids Rice by a score of 56-20. Welcome back to Alexandria Area High School Stadium and our Jetner Motors post-game report as you watch it on the YouTube channel and listen on Voice of Alexandria listen on KXRA Radio and also on the Voice of Alexandria app. The Alexandria Cardinals bolted to a big lead and really were unstoppable much of the night. Tim Zupfer, it really seems like Alexandria's coaching staff, led by Mike Empting, had the team ready to play, and they came out, played with a lot of confidence, played with a lot of poise, and no offense to our visitors tonight. Sauk Rapids Rice, after maybe the first quarter or so, didn't really have much of a shot.
Well, especially in the trenches, both our offense and defensive lines are so tough, and Sauk Rapids Rice pretty much decided not to try to run the ball a whole lot, and in addition to our D-line putting some pressure on him, they went with a lot of quick throws, and the Cardinal back end of the defense coverage was good, and they were pretty sure tacklers when passes were completed as well.
And again, I'm sure that Sauk Rapids Rice knew that this was going to be a tall task. Alexandria already had the regular season win in week number 5, and it just seemed that even though Sauk Rapids Rice had the fully healthy quarterback with Spencer Ackerman, Alexandria defensively really forced him to kind of navigate with short throws, and the chunk plays would come later on in the game, but again, the game was pretty much out of reach, by some of those by the time some of those chunk plays started to occur for Sauk Rapids.
Yeah, Sauk Rapids, I think, they scored 1 touchdown against our first team defense. Their first drive of the third quarter did result in a touchdown. Otherwise, our first team defense pitched a shutout, and our first team offense, we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, their first 8 possessions scored touchdowns on all 8 of them. So pretty dominant on both sides of the ball for the Cardinals.
Scoring recap in this one, Alexandria offensively scored on its first 8 series of the night. The 9th series was a turnover on downs and then a kneel down on the 10th series, which lasted one play. So when you can score on 80% of your offensive possessions and start off batting 1,000, going deep into the third quarter and into the fourth quarter, that's a good deal for the Alexandria Cardinals. A number of rushing touchdowns tonight. Jackson Waltzing found the end zone 3 times on scoring runs of 3 yards, 1 yard, and 7 yards. Brody Berg, a workhorse again for the Cardinals. He would end up securing more than 150 rushing yards tonight. He would have touchdown runs in the first half of 13 and 10 yards. Blake Scholl was able to score on a sneak late in the third quarter on a 1-yard plunge, and then 2 touchdown passes from quarterback Talon Witt. One went to his cousin Mason Witt right before halftime to help put Alexandria up 35-0 at the break. And then Talon's other touchdown occurred on the first series of the second half. Brady Gunberg made a nice adjustment on his route, getting behind the defenders. He had 2 defenders covering him. He caught the ball right along the sideline and then curled in past the defenders. It would end up being our Culver's play of tonight's game. Brady Gunberg with the reception on the 50-yard scoring pass from Talon Witt. So all told, it was really kind of an offensive avalanche for Alexandria. I know in our next segment of our Jutner Motors post-game report, we'll go through some of the numbers as to how Alexandria was able to accumulate this 56-20 victory. The Storm would end up getting all 3 of their scores in the second half. Again, as Tim mentioned, only one against the first-team defense. That was Spencer Ackerman completing a 4th down pass to Connor Winkleman for 18 yards. That was in the third quarter. And then a couple of Carter Reedeman touchdown runs in the fourth period. He was able to run in a 2-point conversion as well. So Sauk Rapids Rice won the fourth quarter 14-0, but Alexandria won the first quarter 14-0, second quarter 21-0, third quarter 21-6, and so the final tonight is Alexandria 56, Sauk Rapids Rice 20. The Storm end their season at 2-8. It was an 0-6 start, so again, if you look for positives from the visitors' point of view, they got that Week 7 win against Cambridge Isante, had a very competitive game down at Waconia to wrap up the regular season, and then to pull off the win against Brainerd in the postseason after you lost by 35 up at Brainerd in week number 3. Sauk Rapids Rice, again, they know they got smacked in this one, but if you're the Storm, I think you walk away feeling, hey, we played some of our better football at the end of the year. And what's to say that the team that knocked Sauk Rapids Rice out of the playoffs might go on to have a little bit of a winning streak here in the section tournament into the state tournament? I know that's, again, doing a lot of projecting, but, history may say that this Cardinal football team is guaranteed one more game, but the way they played tonight, it's going to be very difficult for either Sartell or Bemidji to come down to Alexandria and waltz out of here with a playoff win. But Alexandria is now on, and Sauk Rapids Rice goes 1-1 in the section tournament, and the Storm end up at 2-8 on the year. Again, 56-20 is the final. Alexandria with the win over Sauk Rapids Rice. We will continue with more of our Jutner Motors postgame report after we enjoy these words on our latent media platforms from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
Resorts Marine in Osakis. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Osakis.
The Tradesman Construction has built a rich history as being the premier, most referred, full-service general contractor in the area. They are a proud supporter of all Alexandria Cardinal teams. Find them online at tradesmanconstruction.com.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new and used equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best, piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center, for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CEREC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
Casa Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Final tonight in Class 5A Section 8 postseason football. Alexandria wins convincingly over the Sauk Rapids Storm. 56-20 is the final score. And let's go inside the numbers. And Tim, I will turn it over to you as we'll let you go through some defensive numbers and some time of possession information. And then I'll try to get some offensive stats to our listeners and viewers.
Okay. Well, time of possession, the Cardinals did prevail in that part of the game. They kind of led by, they had almost 13 minutes in the first half to Sauk Rapids Rice's 11. And the second half was also about a 1 minute difference. Cardinals a little over 11 minutes, Sauk Rapids Rice a little over 10. So for the game, Cardinals just about 24 minutes time of possession to 21 for the Storm from Sauk Rapids Rice, and then some running clock in between changes of possession in the fourth quarter. My tackle leader, according to my unofficial stats, I had Connor Wang with 6. I had Connor Anderson also with 5, and then Riker Johnson with 4. He had a couple special teams tackles and then a couple tackles on the second team defense. And then after that, players with 1 to 3 tackles. I'll just go in order on my sheet here. Jack Morris at 1, Adrian Miles 1, 3 for Evan Zabel, 2 for Blake Scholl, 2 for Aiden Schneiderhan, 1 for Brody Berg, 3 for Brett Meyer, 1 each for Rhett Granning and Jackson Waltzing, 3 for Mason Witt, 3 for Grady Starzel, 3 for Carson Getch, 2 for Aiden Button, 1 for Isaiah Jackson, 2 for Mikhail Winter, and 1 each for Gavin Schroeder, Bryson Hassapopoulos, and Connor Hawkins.
Excellent, and always good to mention a lot of different players' names. Again, with the way this game unfolds, Alexandria did not need to have the starters on for the entire 4 quarters of the football game, so good to see a lot of non-starters come in and help to close out an Alexandria victory, 56-20. Now, offensive numbers. First of all, team comparisons here. Plays from scrimmage, the Storm ran 53, the Cardinals ran 58. Total offense, more than a 2-1 spread in favor of Alexandria. 466 yards unofficially for the Cardinals, 219 for Sauk Rapids Rice. Turnovers in the game, 2 for the Storm, none for Alexandria. First downs on the night, unofficially, the Cardinals with 24, Sauk Rapids Rice with 16. The pass rush breakdown for the visiting Storm, 59 rushing yards. A lot of that came late against Alexandria's non-starters, 160 yards through the air. Alexandria again playing complementary football, balanced attack, running and throwing the ball, 264 rushing, 202 through the air. For the Alexandria Cardinals, unofficially, Brody Berg, 171 yards rushing and 19 carries. So that's an average of about 9 yards per rush in the game. In fact, I think it's 9 on the nose. Tim, when you were in the classroom, was it math that you were a part of?
Yes.
So 171 divided by 19, I believe, is 9 on the button. So.
Yep.
So 9 yards per rush for Brody Berg. He had touchdown runs tonight of 13 and 10 yards. Jackson Waltzing unofficially 65 yards rushing on 12 carries, 3 scores. Talon Witt 4 totes for 28 yards. Ty Miller in the fourth quarter, 3 rushes for 8 yards. And then Blake Scholl on a sneak scored a touchdown from 1 yard out. And then Aiden Steffensmeyer got sacked once, and then he had a kneel down at the end of the game. Through the air, Talon Witt was 10 of 13 for 186 yards and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. And then Aiden Steffensmeyer in the save opportunity to close out the game, 2 for 4 for 16 yards. On the receiving end of the passes tonight, Thomas Henricks, 4 receptions for 73 yards. Brady Gunberg, 2 catches for 59 yards and a third-quarter touchdown. Mason Witt, 2 catches for 46 yards and a second-quarter touchdown. 2 receptions for Grady Starzl for 22 yards. 1 catch for Gavin Schroeder in the final period for 12 yards. And Ty Miller caught 1 pass for 4 yards in tonight's game. So all told, Alexandria's quarterbacks went 12 of 17 for 212 yards and 2 scores. Penalties, Alexandria had 4 that were accepted by Sauk Rapids Rice for a loss of 50 yards. 2 of those actually came defensively on Alexandria on the Storm's first scoring possession of the game, and that was in the second half of play. Third down efficiency and fourth down efficiency, because Alexandria was so productive on first down and second down tonight. Only a handful of plays went to third or fourth down. The Cardinals, again, productive. 58 total snaps from scrimmage tonight. Alexandria went 5 of 6 on third down and 0 for 1 on fourth down in tonight's game. So the Cardinals have some very impressive numbers, and Alexandria did not bring Talon Witt out in punt formation tonight. The Storm ended up getting the majority of their yards through the air, 160 yards, as Spencer Ackerman would go 20 of 36, accumulating 160 passing yards. He did have a touchdown. He also threw an interception. That touchdown pass went to Connor Winkleman, covering 18 yards in the third quarter. Alexandria's Grady Starzl had the INT back in the first half. On the ground, Carter Riedemann, 11 carries, 52 yards, but against Alexandria's first-team defense, he was held to under 20 yards on the night. Riedemann would end up scoring on a couple of short touchdown runs in the second half from 5 and 1 yard out. Other than that, 1 rush tonight for Ethan Elwood. That was for 24 yards. And then Ackerman actually got sacked a total of 3 times tonight, and that ended up being a loss of 17 yards for his numbers tonight. Again, on my stat sheet, when I include sack yardage, that goes against an individual's rushing total, not against the gross passing yards to create net passing yards. Receiving the ball, Connor Winkleman, 7 catches for 71 yards and a third-quarter touchdown. 3 receptions for tight end Sam Koulis for 41 yards. 3 catches as well for Carter Riedemann for 26 yards. 3 receptions for Ethan Elwood for 22 yards. 1 catch in tonight's game for Calvin Lambert for 7 yards. And then 1 reception for Taven Goman for 4 yards. And then in what would turn out to be Spencer Ackerman's final game as quarterback for the Sauk Rapids Rice Storm, after being a 3-year starter for the Storm, he actually caught a pass tonight. A ball that was deflected, I think, by Evan Zabel, came back to Ackerman. His reception ended up being in a loss of 4 yards. 3 penalties for Sauk Rapids Rice tonight, accepted by Alexandria for a loss of 20 yards. The Storm not nearly as efficient as Alexandria on 3rd and 4th down. 2 for 9 for Sauk Rapids Rice on 3rd down. That was probably the most important stat. If there is a bright spot, the Storm did go 3 for 4 on 4th down tonight, and their first touchdown came on a 4th down play. Riedemann ended up attempting 3 punts. He averaged 23 yards with a long of 31. So those are some of the numbers on the 56-20 Alexandria victory over Sauk Rapids Rice as the Cardinals go to 8-1 on the year. Sauk Rapids Rice ends its season 1-1 in the section. Now we will introduce the Culver's play of the game and our players of the game. Our player of the game feature brought to you by Quality Toyota, and we'll mention those 2 players' names momentarily. But for the play of the game, we're going to go the second touchdown pass thrown by Talon Witt. Nice reception by senior receiver Brady Gunberg. Caught it despite having a couple of Sauk Rapids Rice defenders in the area. He kind of snuck behind them and then kind of curled away from those defenders who were trying to tackle him. And then he scampered the remaining 10 to 12 yards into the end zone to complete a 50-yard scoring play. So Brady Gunberg gets our Culver's play of tonight's game on that 50-yard TD reception. So our thanks to Culver's of Alexandria for presenting the play of the game. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. Now time to introduce our Quality Toyota Cardinal athlete players of tonight's game. How far would you drive for a great deal from Quality Toyota? What's your number? Check out the selection of vehicles available right now at Quality Toyota when you go online to qualitytoyota.net, qualitytoyota.net. And Tim, I think first of all, we'll start with the defensive player of the game. Surprisingly, he has not been selected as defensive player of the game, and it's an honor to welcome Grady Starzl to the group of defensive players of the game. Of course, plays on both sides of the ball, probably more so on defense than he does on offense, but he got one of the takeaways tonight for Alexandria, and again, another contributing factor in a lot of positive ways for Alexandria's shutdown performance on defense through the first 3 quarters.
Yeah, and Grady's number is number 1. And yes, he had the lone interception tonight for the Cards, and he had with Sauk Rapids throwing as much as they were. He was very involved in pass coverage, and in addition to his interception, I think he was able to break up a number of other pass plays as well.
Yep, so congratulations to Grady Starzl as our defensive player of the game, and our offensive player of the game, one of the young men in the backfield, and we salute Brody Berg, the senior running back, as our Quality Toyota offensive player of the game. And Tim, I'll let you share his number.
His number would be number 28, which sometimes I have trouble distinguishing between 29 and 20 whenever he gets some defensive plays on defense. But he's a workhorse. Even though he's able to alternate series with Jackson Waltzing, he was just, basically, I think he would have just probably told his teammates, give me the ball and I'll carry the rest of you on my back. The way he ran tonight, it was very impressive.
Yeah, so congratulations to Brody Berg from the Alexandria Cardinals as our Quality Toyota offensive player of the game. Tim, I know that the game up in the Northland is still in progress. The partial score we have late 3rd period, maybe early 4th now. Bemidji 21, Sartell nothing. So barring a major comeback by the visiting Sabres, we could have Bemidji and Alexandria playing in the section final. Interesting, it was, I believe, 4 years ago when Bemidji hosted Alexandria in a section final. The last couple of years, Bemidji's had to come down to Alexandria. It looks like this year, assuming that the Jacks don't have a hiccup up north on this Saturday night, Bemidji will be coming here one round deeper into the postseason, that being for a state tournament berth.
I think the Jacks have probably, they knew they had to get the job done in some of their other contests, but I think after walking away with a 36-35 defeat here on the Alexandria home field, I think they probably had this date circled, and they're they'll be they're going to be excited that they get an opportunity for another shot. And I think I mentioned earlier, I think the Cardinals feel like they may not have had their best performance that night and would like to have a little bit more decisive score. But I think at this point in the season, you'll take a 1-point victory if that's all it takes to move and advance to the next round.
Well, it's interesting, and Bemidji and Alexandria, again, they've played a lot of football against each other even since the start of the decade. I know that during the pandemic-shortened year, Bemidji defeated Alexandria up north, and I think that may have been the last win by Bemidji over Alexandria in this series. I believe the win streak spanning several years now is 8 consecutive games, but again, if Bemidji's coming in on Friday night, they've got the confidence. I think Alexandria has the confidence. It's going to shape up to be, in essence, almost like a state tournament game, even though it's not officially the state football tournament.
Right. I think the top 2 teams in our section match up well with top teams, and with all the crossover games between sections during the course of the year, Bemidji's played some good opponents from other sections, as have the Cardinals. So it's going to be I think it stacks up to be should be a very competitive ball game next Friday night.
So, Tim, we are guaranteed at least a couple of broadcasts. We're hoping that the Alexandria girls volleyball team can be road warriors on Tuesday night, and then maybe we can slot in a third on Thursday. But it is going to be fun to work with you definitively for volleyball at Monticello on Tuesday, and then back here at Viking Bank Field Friday night.
Yeah, we've got like you said, 2 more broadcasts, at least 2 next week, and it'd be really a lot of fun if we get to work the following week.
Tim Zuffer is my broadcast partner for Alexandria Cardinal football coverage throughout the fall season of 2025. He's also along with me for our Alexandria Cardinal volleyball coverage as well. We're going to go through a scoreboard recap here. So, JP, again, thanks for all your work upstairs. We're going to keep you up there for a couple of moments more. Again, partial score from Bemidji, second half. Don't know how deep into the third or possibly the fourth quarter that game happens to be right now, but Bemidji is up 21-0 in that game. If the Lumberjacks hold, they will end up getting the win there in the other semifinal game in Class 5A Section 8. Now some games from earlier today, noting some of the section results in Class 5A football. The top 2 seeds in Section 6. The section where Cooper, Armstrong, Buffalo, and I think that's Section 6. Section 5, I think, has St. Louis Park and Minneapolis Southwest in there. But the top 2 seeds in 6 of Class 5A both won today. My alma mater was not able to pull it out against Spring Lake Park as the Panthers defeat Robbinsdale Cooper 28-12. And now Spring Lake Park will host Buffalo in the next round. Buffalo was a 22-7 winner over Robbinsdale Armstrong earlier today. Also in the Section 7 Class 5A semifinals, the top 2 seeds played at home and were both big winners there. I'm trying to scroll down to get the scores. Elk River defeated Cambridge High Sandy 61-22. Monticello was a 42-11 winner over St. Francis. So Monticello will host Elk River in the section championship game at Monticello High School Stadium this coming Friday. Some regional scores here. Kudos to Bill Infanger and the Osaka Silver Streaks football team. Osakis is the number 4 seed in Section 6AA, travels to Pillager and knocks off the top-seeded Huskies today, 30-22. Up next for the Streaks is a game against Holdingford in the section championship game at the Fargo Dome this week. Holdingford blank Staples Motley by a final of 41-0. In Class A, Section 5, Barnesville defeated Barnesville defeated Pelican Rapids. I think that's Class AA football. But in Class A, Section 5, Parker's Prairie was a winner over Walker Hackensack Akeley 52-0. Breckenridge blanked Otter Tail Central 35-0. So Parker's and Breckenridge will be up at the Fargo Dome for the Section 6A championship game this coming week. In Class 4A, Section 2, Ricori got a late field goal at Blattner Stadium to beat Wilmer 17-15, and Ricori will now face Marshall for the section championship. Marshall was a winner over Hutchinson tonight, 35-7. So those were some of the football scores. I'm trying to locate Class 5A, Section 6. The top two seeds were winners there. Upsala Swanville defeated Browerville Eagle Valley 42-0. Belgrade Brute and Rosa defeated Ashby Brandon Evansville for the second time in less than 2 weeks. Those two teams wrapped up the regular season in Brandon last week. I believe that was a one-possession lead for BBE. The Jaguars pitched the shutout against the Bolts today. Belgrade Brute and Rosa 6, Ashby Brandon Evansville nothing. So those were some of the results in prep football. In nine-man football, Section 4, 9-player, the top two seeds, Border West defeated Hancock, and Hillcrest Lutheran Academy was a winner over Rothsay earlier today. Again, our final here was Alexandria 56, Sauk Rapids Rice 20. The Cardinals now at 8-1 on the year. My thanks to Jackson back at the KXRA studio for his work in master control. Big thanks to J.P. Bolin as our videographer for doing the work for our YouTube channel. The boosters of Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage helped to bring you our broadcast tonight, and we thank each one of those Alexandria Cardinal sports boosters for the presentation of our play-by-play. Our next broadcast will be prep volleyball on Tuesday the 28th of October. Tim and I will be down in Monticello, and J.P. Bolin will join us for the video stream. Alexandria at Monticello in the Section 8 Class 4A semifinals. We'll take care with the Jartner Motors pre-match coverage around 6:30 on a Tuesday night, and the play-by-play will follow at 7. Thanks so much for joining us. For Tim Zuffer, Dave McClurg repeating the final score again in this Class 5A Section 8 semifinal. Alexandria 56, Sauk Rapids 20. Good night from Viking Bank Field at Alexandria Area High School.